gonna sue.
So wait, what is this? You decaf someone? I don't understand that.
Yeah, so obviously someone orders, like, I mean, I like, regular coffee. And, I guess it would be punishment if someone gave me decaf coffee. Because
Sure,
it
yeah.
wouldn't stimulate you as much. You probably wouldn't notice it necessarily. But I guess maybe there is some effect,
So you know what's funny? I know the Starbucks you stop at, and I actually give them $50 a month to decaf you, just to wind you down. Yeah, just like the last thing I want. I mean, drunk Ted is one thing, but caffeinated Ted, yeah, I don't want that. So anytime we play in the morning, like whatever, like you tell me I'm going to stop at Dunkin' Donuts, and I always ask which one, and I just call them up and I just zell them immediately, like $50, and I'm like decaf the shit out of it.
Decaf Ted.
Yeah, just give half the coffee and make it all decaf.
Well, what would happen if you had an Irish coffee? Like with some Jameson and Bailey's in it.
That's why I'm so sleepy.
Yeah, are you actually? Ted goes, I want to give you an Irish goodbye, and they just hear an Irish coffee. I mean, do they actually sell Dunkin' Donuts coffee at the store that's liquored up, right?
Now they do, yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they sell that at Dunkin' Donuts? Can you get liquored up coffee?
No.
So you have to buy it in a can or something, or in a bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is in a can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
And Coke is selling
Spiked
Coke now, too.
What?
Yeah.
So it comes pre-rum and Coke?
Mm-hmm. Like the Crown Royal in the can?
Yeah, I've seen
It's
that.
whiskey and cola?
Yeah, it's whiskey and cola. I've seen that. So.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brave
There's a
new-
guy at
brave
the
new world.
airport. A guy at the airport next to me was drinking it.
Yeah, it's like mini cans.
No, it was a 12-ounce can.
Okay.
Does it look like a soda pop? Does it look like a Pepsi?
No,
No, it's purple.
It says Crown Royal. It says Crown Royal on the label. It looks just like a Crown Royal label.
It says whiskey and cola.
Yeah.
Man, they just want kids. I don't. Every time somebody
it's Crown
talks
Royal.
about,
Crown Royal. I'm talking about.
oh, so it's not Pepsi.
No, it's Crown Royal. It says Crown Royal.
But you
on
said
it.
there's spiked Coke.
Yeah, there is spiked Coke too now.
Man, they want kids to drink. Every time they talk about raising the age, they don't care at all. They're literally gearing everything towards making sure kids drink more. I mean, and they probably drink way more than
Smoke too, even though they can't legally advertise smoking on TV or. Do they have billboard advertising?
I don't think they can even do billboard advertising.
No more Joe Camel.
No more Joe Camel.
No more, or the Winston
Marlboro Man.
Or the Winston guy, the Marlboro Man, who, by the way, even though he was the model for that, he wasn't a smoker. So the guy that they hired, like some rancher guy,
Just a model
just
for
a model
them.
guy. Yeah. And it was just a silhouette, so we don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Ted, you know the guys who were in Brokeback Mountain weren't gay. Yeah, you don't have to be something to advertise.
But that's some crafty advertising. What Ted's saying, it's misleading. Kind of like our advertising on the show, but it's like the opposite. Our advertising is different than that in some way. I can't figure it out though.
I have no
Because
idea.
would you call him a sellout?
A sellout piece of garbage. In fact, the beginning of the show is sponsored by Vice Golf. Premium quality at a fair price. Visit vicegolf.com for all of your golf needs.
Ted and I are going to find something out sooner than later.
You are
There's going to be some hell to pay.
There will be.
Ted.
Oh yeah, there will be hell to
I'm
pay.
gonna ask you how you golfed the other day.
That would be yesterday.
But not right. But not right now.
We'll do it
Later,
at the bar.
I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, like
That's foreshadowing. But he's going to forget.
Yo,
His
yeah.
foreshadowing is, never mind.
Yeah. No,
That's
his
it.
foreshadowing
That's it.
is,
It's like-
is there's no way I'm going to remember to do this, but I mentioned this, so it's good enough. That's like his way of remembering.
Or you just tell me now.
So what happened yesterday, Ted?
I had to do my taxes.
I know.
Yeah, I mean it was. I had to pay a good.
You got it done?
Yeah, got it done. Yeah. So.
Good.
You know, you could just move your chair closer. It freaks the shit
Yeah,
out of me
I
every
know.
time that you keep leaning forward. It's like you're going to blow somebody.
What,
You
into
just
the mic, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Blow out a candle?
Yeah. He leans forward. Then he's back.
We just moved the microphone back.
This is like golfing with Ted. It's like, Ted, you could be closer to the mic and leave the mic there. And he goes like this. He goes, okay, no. How's that? Yeah.
So I played bad. Matt played worse.
I played.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
So
where-
I beat him by 2 strokes.
Oh wow, that's the one that I needed to show up.
2
with.
holes,
Both
I
you
should
guys.
say. You beat me straight up on
Okay.
the score, but
Well,
One hole. One hole.
Yeah, Tam can get tricky.
No, I just wasn't
give
hitting
me-
the ball well. It's no big deal. Just wasn't hitting the ball well. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean you came off a 77.
Yeah.
For 18. I mean, so you got nowhere to go but down.
No, I can go up. I can keep going. I can keep down like a lower score.
Right. Or in this case,
Downhill.
Mark, you did a fly. You flew to Iowa.
Yep.
This last weekend, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I did a fly.
You did a fly.
How
Good job.
long was the flight?
Like 45 minutes in the air.
Did you even get to sit down, or did you?
No,
by the time you-
was it really only 45 minutes?
Yeah. It was actually shorter than that going there. It was like 40 minutes. But I will tell you, those smaller planes, it's one of those planes with just 2 seats on either aisle, and it's very small. Those planes, American Eagle, when they fly into O'Hare, they come from all these small towns like Des Moines, like Springfield, Missouri, and they land on the runway that is somewhere in Schaumburg, I think, or Hoffman Estates, because you're taxiing for 20 minutes.
Or
You
you
taxi
saying far?
from Schaumburg to
No,
O'Hare?
I'm exaggerating.
He's
oh,
exaggerating.
I was like,
It's what he does.
It's
It's one
a-
of those very, very, very
Okay.
far.
Well,
so
when you
O'Hare's
land, you're like, what did we land in fucking Schaumburg? We
No, you-
taxied for 20 minutes.
You probably
I-
landed in Bensonville. No, you
Yeah,
seriously
they-
probably landed in
Yeah, because they
Bensonville.
expanded. I think they were going to expand O'Hare Airport to.
And
Actually,
it's all tore up.
yeah.
So it's like you're in this airplane. I mean, we taxied. It took us. Let me think here. I looked at my. As soon as we landed, I texted somebody, and then when we got to the gate, I texted again. It was 17 minutes
Yeah.
from when we landed.
Did you
to get to the
complain the
gate.
whole way? Were you really loud?
No.
I can't believe this.
I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Why didn't we just fly here?
So nobody had to zip tie you and have you removed
Who,
by the air
me?
marshals. Yeah.
No, but I will tell you this. You know, it's now when you land. Remember how it used to be like you exit the plane from the front?
Yeah.
No. Now, as soon as you get to the gate, if you're in the back, just get the fuck up and run to the front. 4 people did that. It's out of control. 4 people we landed, and all of a sudden, there's people like shooting down the aisle to the front
So they
when we were at the gate.
disregarded some courtesy. They
Yeah.
wanted to.
And then so I turned my head. I said,
Who?
where's she going? And then right behind her was another guy, then another girl, then another guy.
was your flight late? Like maybe they were
No,
missing
we
a
were on-
connection?
no, we were on time.
Oh, yeah.
And no, they were
No,
definitely.
people just
They had
do it.
no. They have no clue. They had no etiquette. They were just ignorant. But after she went, after she passed me up,
Pieces of garbage.
after she passed me up, I was like, oh, and I looked forward again. Then somebody else came. Now after the second person, now everybody in front of me because I was in the middle of the plane. You could see everybody
Stands up.
looking back like, where
Yeah.
the fuck are you coming from? And
So-
then another person, and then another.
you didn't
person.
have anybody who stood up in the.
No, and I told my wife, I should have the first person. I should have said, whoa, no.
Yeah.
No, I get up before you. That's the way it works.
You know,
Steve just always stands up right away and blocks
just
because
so
there's
just
always
stand up,
somebody.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
And then if somebody says, like, they'll usually announce if someone's got a connecting flight.
yeah,
They'll be like,
let them.
we're late.
Yeah.
Let
Let 'em
all
get
the
up.
people, everybody stay seated.
For
All
sure.
the people who have connecting flights, get out of here.
Sure.
And if 1 or 2 people cheat, whatever. But yeah.
You know what? I used to be a guy who stood up. If somebody wants to be,
Yeah,
listen,
I
you
just
can't stop
take
somebody
it.
from being a total dick. If somebody wants to be a total dick, like the guy who, just like yesterday when I was driving to work, the guy who gets in the left-hand turn lane and just goes straight. He just cut in front of everybody. He cut in front of everybody, just went straight.
Just to go straight.
Yeah, so he could be, so he could get there earlier, so he could drive faster. What are you going to do, man? You don't want to get involved with that guy. That guy's a guy who when you walk in, he cuts in front of you at a restaurant. He runs in front of you at the urinal. He's got to do something.
It's that whole thing what we talked about. You can't engage them, right, Ted?
Right.
You can't win against crazy.
It's a loss.
Well, but the funny thing is, I mean, I wouldn't say this is like a prank, but nothing gets people bent out of shape more when you like take their turn. Like if you're like whatever it is, like no matter whatever their educational level, like if you get in line in front of somebody, just that unfairness of is this person like DMV? Just picture you're waiting in line and some person just nonchalant, hey, thanks, and then you just get in front of them. Just watch how bent out of shape they get, for like a social experiment, of course. So.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, a guy did. We were waiting in line at Menards, and there's one person, and the guy right in front of me. He's there with his wife. And he's got maybe 4 things, and he is bent out of shape. That there's one guy, and some woman buys 20 different plants, which she has the right to do.
Yes, she does.
And so now he has to walk up and get really close to this guy and this woman. Oh, and he yells back to his wife, 1 at a time. He's doing 1 plant at a time. That's what he's doing. And he's 25 feet. I mean, there's like 8 people in line. That's what we're waiting for. 1 at a time. Great. I got nothing to do. And he walks right back.
What are you supposed to do?
What do you?
So
yeah.
3 at a time?
Yeah, so he can't. I mean, it's 20 different plants she had.
Yeah.
So he goes, he finally bitches enough. They open up another lane. and he's just slightly in front of me, and the girl goes, "Sir," and she looks right
To
at
you.
me. She goes, "Come on, you can be first." And I go like this. I go,
You can be first.
"You ready?" I go like this. I go, "Absolutely not."
Yeah.
And I move my cart out of the way, and I look at the guy, and I go like this. I go, "You obviously have somewhere to go."
Yeah, that's
And
nice.
I look at the guy behind me. I go, "Do you mind if he goes first?"
Yeah.
He really,
He's
really
gotta
needs
poop.
to
He
get out of
That's-
here.
really,
but
really
actually,
needs
that's
He has to poop.
the only like I said, the best way to kind of deal with people like that is to almost publicly in a
that's what I
public
did.
humiliate. Like, hey, everybody, the most important person is here. Let's all. His importance is obviously his comfort level is very important. Let's all take a step back.
One at a time.
and let the emperor proceed.
And then he
Sir,
pulls out a gun
Sir,
and
the floor is
shoots
yours.
you.
Oh yeah.
So you know,
It's on camera.
You know what's really funny? You know what's really funny? For just a second, and he didn't seem like that kind of guy, but he was worked up. That I was just afraid that I was being a dick about letting him go first, but I did let him go first, and I thought, oh man, what if this becomes a confrontation?
Right.
Because I had to be a dick about this too, right? I couldn't just say, hey, why don't you go first? You were really in front of me, so yeah. But yeah, I had to be a dick
You have
about
to
it.
be careful.
I do. I mean, you do really have to
do.
be careful.
Why did you ask me if I flew?
Oh, because I got a great story. And I know, Jackie, you flew a lot when Steve was down in Miami, right? Okay. So, and you flew by yourself a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, last September, a guy's on an Alaskan Airlines flight from San Diego to Seattle, and there's a woman sitting next to him. And I guess during the entire 3-hour flight, his hands were all over her. Like he was constantly groping her. I know. And it was really weird, right? Twice she had to get up, and he had to get up so that somebody could go to the window seat. And the 2 times he did it, he actually grabbed her ass. Okay, so he's doing all of this, and she doesn't say anything until after it's over. Okay, and when you read these stories, you got to look at the comments, right? Because 90% of the people are like, I woulda. So that's why I wanted to bring this up. I had this story last week because he actually got in trouble. He finally got in trouble for that because he got away with it. He walked out of the airport without getting in trouble. Jackie, would you say something on the plane to that guy? While it's happening?
I probably would go to the bathroom and talk to the flight attendant.
And they were, here's the
and
other
tell
thing.
the flight attendant what was going on.
So the woman got up once, and her thing was she looked around and saw that there were no empty seats. So now she had that issue where there was no place for her to sit.
And they're already up
she
in the
thought-
air.
They're already up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just started right in there. I guess he had a blanket. He asked
Oh
for
my
he asked
God.
Was
you
it
ready?
was it a trench coat?
Yeah, he asked for a blanket so that he could do this. And the other guy
So it was premeditated.
Yeah, the other person, I guess, he figured he had a victim, but the other person sitting there didn't even notice it.
Was this in first class or coach?
Coach.
Okay. First class,
Mark.
you can do that.
Yeah, first class.
It's
It's
like the
encouraged.
Titanic. It's like the
Right.
Titanic in first class.
Yeah.
You can leave.
It's
can leave
first
the boat.
class. You have to take your underwear off.
Yeah.
AKA
You can leave the boat.
groping class.
Yeah. Third deck, below deck. You're not going anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I feel like I would just go talk to them and say, can you watch what's going on? And then you interrupt so that it's not, uncomfortable for me.
See, because I was thinking,
I don't know.
because there were a lot of people who said, "Oh, if he did that to me," women commented, like, "If he did that to
Yeah.
me, I would have." But you're in an enclosed space, and just like what I was thinking with that guy, you're in an enclosed space. If you have a confrontation of some sort, where you call him out,
You don't
what
know.
happens? What
But
happens?
we all know a person who's
No, we don't know.
Well, just like any unruly passenger, like there's
not
been
what I was
there's
gonna
been
say.
there's been a couple of people that freaked out in the air, and I think they had to get like zip tied and like restrained to their chairs until.
I
like,
would
they
love
were-
to zip. I would love to help somebody zip tie.
But we all know a person, like, specifically, like, I know girls that are so aggressive that, they would fucking.
Could you imagine if Elizabeth? If
Oh,
somebody,
yeah.
Elizabeth Gomez? Oh,
yeah, she would.
She would, as soon as it started happening, she would be calm. She'd say, call a flight attendant over. Do you have
See,
any
that's what I
knives?
think
Do you have
I
a
would-
knife? I need a knife. I need a knife.
Bear spray.
Yeah.
pepper spray.
Where's the sky marshal?
Yeah.
I need his.
Yeah.
his switchblade right
I need
now
a knife and I need something
to
to
clean up the
cover
blood.
me from the splatter when
The
I
Gallagher.
stick this in his fucking jugular.
Could you, yeah, I need the Gallagher plastic sheet, and then everyone else here should move back.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things I just wondered. Now the guy took off right away, right, and they didn't bust him until 6 months later, and he got picked up. And this is weird by the FBI.
Yeah, because it's a flight, so I think it's like their jurisdiction.
So did they have video of it? How could they prove that he did it then?
So they didn't, but they I guess the woman had said something, and then they brought him in, and I guess the deal was that he could serve 6 years in prison. That was the penalty for this: 6 years in prison and like $100,000 fine for what he did, I guess.
Because being on a plane is federal.
Right, so he admitted to what he did, and got they said if you plea it out, you'll get a reduced sentence. He's going to spend 9 months in federal prison.
Wow.
Maybe he thought that, you know how like when you're on a boat out at sea, there's maritime laws, like certain laws don't apply.
Like this is
Maybe
maritime?
He's a free. He's a free.
M-E-R-R-Y?
No, what's he's a free inhabitant, like one of those free inhabitants, like so that they don't have to follow the laws of society. They don't have to have driver's licenses, but they get to enjoy all the benefits of society.
Yeah.
But when they get pulled over, they don't have a driver's license.
Like
they don't plates. They
like
don't plates on
those
their car.
consulate plates. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe he thought like you get up to
plates.
20,000 feet or more, it's open game. There's no laws up there. There's no laws above 20,000 feet.
Sir, so it was a sky ass grab. Yeah, I was literally in the sky. Yeah, the plane was attached to the ground. I know if I'm on the ground, I cannot do that.
I mean, being a woman on a plane in general, you get treated like crap. The guys are always like, they spread their legs over. They try to put their feet in underneath your seat. You know, they're constantly like, if you're in the middle, they spread their arms out and take both armrests and stuff. It happens all the time. Women talk. Just ask any woman.
Well, I sat next to a woman when I had the aisle seat and she had the window seat. She was already in the seat when I got there, and it's a very small plane.
Yeah.
Like, there's no room between the seat and the armrest, right? Well, I know how to lift the armrest, the aisle armrest. There's a button in the back. And I lifted it and sat down, and she looked at me and she said, "Show off." And I said, "Shut the fuck up."
Wow.
Because she was a woman on a plane.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you get above. No, I'm just kidding. No, but she did do that.
No, you can't say stewardess.
Can I get 2 blankets, please?
You can't say
flight attendant. Flight attendant.
Mouthy girl here is going to get. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to say something, and I'm not going to get in trouble for it.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not body shaming, but the flight attendant could not fit down the aisle. She could not. Her buttocks touched both seats. That's how small this plane was.
Or how big.
Well, I'm just saying that's how small this plane was. Not exaggerating. Could not even. And that's how small this plane was. It was.
I
crazy.
told you my funny first class story. So we're flying. My buddy always said, always ask. I've only been in first class a couple times, so my buddies are like, always ask if they got an extra.
Is it nice?
Very nice,
Okay.
Ted.
It's so nice.
Ted, you just grope yourself. Yeah, it's great.
Wow, it's that great.
With a hot towel. With a hot towel.
Yeah, exactly.
In a really
Your hands are
comfortable
warm.
chair.
Yeah, you get. My hands are a little cold, and I'm gonna go ahead and just give myself a tug. Yeah. But
sir, we have people for that.
Yeah. This is first class, sir. This is first class.
Matt's like, I know.
Yeah.
I do it better.
Yeah, I know me. And so I on the flight from Chicago to Phoenix, I got first class. I got it finally. I was like, hey, do you have any first class seats? And they're like, I said, my buddy always says, I ask if you have an open one, I'd like to sit up there. I've never sat in first class.
And you don't have to pay for it?
No, I said I never sat in first class, and it was just open. There's nobody was sitting there. Okay. So we get to Phoenix, and I'm not thinking this through. We got a flight from Phoenix to Tucson. It's literally a 35-minute flight.
That.
Yeah. So of course I ask. I'm a little tipsy now.
Well, because you got served nonstop in first class.
There's no first class from Phoenix to Tucson.
Yeah. I said it, and the 2 girls, as I
just
said
laughed.
it, just laughed uproariously. Go, sir, your plane has about 40 seats and propellers. and I go like this. I go.
Propellers.
Is first class in front of the propellers? And they just, I didn't think it through. I was riding a high, man. I was in first class.
Yeah.
People thought I belonged there.
But you know how bad the airlines are now? I sent these guys a text. There's 30 rows on the plane. And mine, two seats on each side of the aisle. I was in 10 on the way back and there. 9 boarding groups.
For
it was
30?
22. No, it wasn't 30 seats. It was less than 30. It was like 22 seats. 9 boarding. I was in boarding group number 9. And they send you an email. Well, when you check in, they say, hey, would you like to board first for $74? The fuck?
Why on a small...
They'll move me up to board in group 1. And then you want seat 7C instead of 10C? $39. What the fuck is going on here? And it just goes on and on and on.
It's just a typical, I think like American does that in general. So they
United
probably...
too, though. United's bad too. But American, it was pretty bad. I mean, nine groups to
Yeah, that's so silly.
And then,
You're lucky if you're lucky if there weren't 75 seats. There were 75 boarding. Yeah. What are you? 74.
You gotta wait.
I'm the opposite. I mean, I
And
figure
then 75 was standing in line with one when they called one. You ever see those guys? You know when you board the first group and they walk up and then you're standing there and you're just like and you got to look at the guy and go, are you in boarding group 1? And the guy goes, no. I go, get the fuck out of my way.
They all wait in line. Yeah. The line forms.
Get the fuck out of here.
There's already a line.
And then they finally started like people walk up and the woman would be like, that says 5 and we're on 1.
Makes no sense.
And then he looks at her like, but and she's just like, just why? Why? Just get
what
the
do you
fuck
do,
out.
Ted?
I was going to say I got a call today, and I talked to somebody a few days ago, and I said, we're going to need about 30 days to evaluate this. And that was 5 days ago. And the guy calls me today, and he goes, what's going on? I said, what day is it? I said, it's 5 days after we spoke, and what did I say prior to that? You got 25 days to go. So that's the same analogy, right? No, I was going to say I'm in no hurry to board a plane, because I'm going to be sitting in a tube for 3-4 hours. So I'm happy to be the last person to board.
Same with me.
Last person to sit
I don't
down.
care.
The only thing is if you're just doing carry-on, you got to make sure you find space for your
When we go on
bag.
trips with the family, Jackie's
gotcha.
family and my family, we generally go someplace warm, and everybody, in order not to check stuff, you just bring one, thing with like 2 swimming suits and 3 shirts, and that's all you really need. Because
Matt doesn't wear shirts.
Doesn't wear a shirt.
So.
Exactly.
All right, so we got to get this thing rolling. This is the Real 3 Idiots podcast, brought to you by Reed's Real Ginger Ale and Reed's Cream Soda. Treat yourself to better. And by the way, happy National Eggs Benedict Day. Nice. I have never had Eggs Benedict.
I
I have. It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah?
Everybody
with the hollandaise
sauce.
With the hollandaise sauce. Yeah.
Doesn't it have to have hollandaise sauce?
No.
I agree. I mean, I think that's what makes it Eggs Benedict, but I like it better without.
I'm not a big hollandaise.
Yeah.
I've never had it, and I did not know this. It was invented in, I had to look it up, 1894, and I didn't get the name of the guy, but I guess he had it to get over a hangover.
It's just poached eggs on like fucking muffins, right?
Right, with hollandaise sauce on top of it.
Well,
I think that's about it.
He used it to get over a hangover, so I guess I will have to try it tomorrow
You
morning.
just like an
The 1800s?
English McMuffin,
Well,
like an egg McMuffin.
Well, they used to think leeches were good for sucking out like diseases for people too.
That's one of my favorite Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah.
More bloodlettings. Yeah. All right. It's time for Ted's tips. Ted does not now, nor has he ever, advocated the use of horse tranquilizer as a viable method to subdue, calm down, or incapacitate cranky or unruly senior citizens. Any information to the contrary is untrue or was taken out of context. Now, please enjoy a musical interlude.
Wait, did you actually introduce the show?
Do-do-do. That's how he does it.
Yeah.
No, but you didn't even say.
Yeah, I did. You didn't pay
You just
attention.
said, "Let's get this thing started."
Yeah, and then I said, "This is the Real 3 Idiots podcast, brought to you by."
Oh, because you do it
by
different.
Reed's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all
Just
about.
it's just a little
It's all
misdirection.
about the almighty
Little
dollar.
misdirection.
Jack, it's the almighty dollar.
Ah, okay. All right.
And that's your sister,
Jackie.
Jackie.
Jack.
And that's Ted.
We have to.
And
I
Mark.
said
Right.
And
it's
you're
all
Matt.
about. It's all about the almighty dollar, Jack.
we
I call it Jack.
have to bow down to our corporate masters.
No, Ted, can you do the intro proper, please?
This is the Real 3 Idiots podcast.
Oh.
I'm Ted. You, sir? Who are you, fine sir?
Oh, he's
not-
pretending right now.
I'm not
This-
Ted.
And you.
He's not Ted either.
Not Ted.
And milady,
He's looking for Ted.
My sister?
we have the pleasure of meeting you, milady.
Sister Jackie.
Yeah, she's not Ted.
Not Ted. I'm also not Ted.
All right, Mark, can you sing a song, please?
Ted got out of town on a boxcar, Arizona bound. Took all except his game. Another idiot on the golf course. Some things on this show you just can't change. And some things you can't hear until it gets too late. And Teddy, 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 when all your tips are gone, will Matt save you from all you're up against out on the course? And Teddy, 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 you'll find some crown that's enough to keep you. But if the bright tips don't receive you, you should turn yourself around and tip at home. Or tip here, Ted. You could tip.
Oh man,
You know, it was Matchbox 20, Bright Lights.
yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
All right,
love that
I
song.
knew this.
You like that song?
Yeah, I love
that
Matchbox
song.
20.
So I knew Matchbox 20, but I did not know the name of the song.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
good
terrible.
song.
Usually it's the other way around too. I'm terrible with it. All right, Teddy, are you ready?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Yes.
Are you going to do weird voice? Because if you're
This is
doing
pretend
that,
Ted.
yeah. Hi,
going
this
to-
is Ted.
I'm going to my dark place.
All right, Ted, we need your help.
It's not far. Not far.
Not far at all.
It's right on the other side of the table.
I was just gonna say, it's Ted goes to his dark place. He just turns to the left.
If there's a
Right.
mirror nearby.
Who's that guy? Ted, we need your help. We have a good friend who lives out of town. Over the last 10 years, we visited each other, always staying in hotels. COVID changed that, and my husband and I stayed with his wife and vice versa. Since it ended, we went back to staying at hotels.
Since what ended?
COVID, I'm assuming. Our friends have visited twice as much and now stay at our house every time. We end up waiting on them, doing their laundry, cooking their meals. It's got to stop. We've tried dropping hints, but that hasn't worked. How do we get them back to a hotel? We can't say we're working in the house or the room that they stay in because they will come over and see it. We love spending time with them, just not waiting on them. Gwen and Caden, Mount Rainier, Washington. And by the way, they said the poetry slam guy was great. Does Ted do poetry?
Just haiku. I'll get back to him on that.
Oh, God. What? No. The answer to that is no. Ted knows zero poetry. All right. And you know what I would say? You know what I would say first to them? Move away from Mount Rainier. That's probably got to be an awesome place to visit.
Is that like an active volcano? Or is that Mount Everest?
Oh, are we doing geography again?
It never ends well.
Mark,
Yeah, I have no idea
I'll
if
look it
Mount
up.
Rainier. Yeah, I have no idea if Mount Rainier
I think
has
it's in southern Illinois.
Yeah. All right, Teddy.
All the mountains in Illinois.
Teddy, help these people get their friends out of their house.
Ooh, this is a little bit tricky. I'm not an expert on this, of course, so I'm just going to throw out some amateurish tips of what I think.
Ted,
wait,
hold on a second. You've been doing this for over 2 years. I mean, you're more.
Doesn't mean I'm good at
You're
it.
better at this than Ann Lander's stupid daughter. To be 100% honest with you.
Well, she's still getting published, so
Yeah. But you get more readers,
that's true.
listeners.
Anyway, here's my amateurish advice. So maybe next time around when you get together, propose an alternate location meetup spot. So everyone would have to stay in a hotel, no Airbnb. So maybe stay somewhere where because they're obviously traveling already to come to you, and vice versa. So maybe you can meet in a central location, and you could parse it, or you could sell it in terms of like, hey, this is a new change of scenery for all of us. So that way everybody's forced to stay, even if it's the same hotel. You're obviously not going to be in the same room together. Don't get a suite together. You have two separate rooms, and that's going to obviously eliminate the whole being their foot servant aspect of it. The other one I would propose is. Maybe just set some boundaries. So when they come over next time, just say, hey, prepare, have some house rules that say, obviously, they don't have to physically do their laundry. Like if they're obviously guests in their house, they can do their own laundry. You could say, hey, well, here's the laundry machine. Here's the washer dryer. Leave the Tide Pods out and the Bounce and the Downy.
Teddy, I don't think they want them there. I think you're solving. You're not solving.
They want
a
to
problem.
visit. They don't want them to stay with them.
They don't want them to stay with them. How
because
they get them?
They don't want them to stay with them
Ted's
because,
right.
because they're serving them.
Yep,
They didn't say they don't want them to stay with them.
It's
They're
too
saying
much
it's
work
because
for
they're
them,
putting in the work to basically wait on them, and so we're trying to eliminate that variable. So let's just assume that's the case.
Yeah, but you couldn't go. It's difficult to go to somebody's house and do all that stuff like it's your house. You know what I mean? Like if you're at somebody's house, it's hard to go into their thing and cook and do all that stuff.
Well,
I mean,
I didn't say cook. I just said laundry because laundry is not really like a private room. You could set it almost like an Airbnb. You set it up where you just kind of have a little,
yeah, but there's tons of other things.
Sure, there's tons of other things. But I'm just proposing this just as a cheaper or lower cost alternative than both and traveling out of town or something. So I would just say maybe just have some boundaries. Just say have either some pre-cooked meals or everybody throws in money into a kitty and they order like DoorDash or something, so that eliminates the whole cooking variable, or just eat out at restaurants a lot. And like so with the laundry part, which is they must stay for a while because if they're doing laundry at their house, I'm assuming they're staying more than a couple of nights, right? Are they staying there like a week, 2 weeks? Because usually when we go on vacation, we don't do our laundry, right? We bring it home and we just stuff it in our luggage and bring it home. So I'm guessing they're got to be staying there at least a week. So if that's the case and they just literally don't want them there, I would just propose an alternate, location where everybody's forced to stay in a hotel, not an Airbnb. So that would be my.
Well, I don't think if it was an Airbnb, then everybody could take turns doing stuff,
right?
Because it wouldn't be one person's home.
I think it's more uncomfortable because it's somebody's house.
Yeah, and plus you just want the privacy. Maybe let's assume if they're doing laundry at their house, that means they must be there for an extended period of time. That's the way I'm reading it. So maybe they want to see them in small doses. So to eliminate even the Airbnb variable, which is still like a house, maybe they'll end up getting roped into doing more than their fair share, even if it's an Airbnb. Because if these people are obviously don't have those boundaries where they're treating these people like they're their personal assistants. Who's to say they wouldn't do that at an Airbnb? It might be to a lesser extent, but they'd still do it. So to eliminate that complete whole variable, to force everyone to stay at a hotel, you would propose an alternate, destination. And plus, you make it fun, right? Just say if they're traveling, I don't know if it's drivable without spending like a ton on airfare. You could drive 5 hours in any direction. Well, maybe not from Washington State. Go to Canada or something, right? Is Mount Rainier?
Yeah, I think in a couple of directions you would.
Yeah,
you'd be dead.
If you go, I think if you go, you don't want to go. Don't go west. Okay, go north, south, or east. Yeah. So that would be my advice.
So, when I saw this, I came up with a list that I thought you would some things. I'm like, okay, this is what Ted's going to say.
I did
in
order.
order.
The same thing.
Okay, so I thought the first thing I thought you were going to say was plant bed bugs. Like there's bed bugs here.
Fuck?
And bed bugs in a room.
I meant termites. No,
or some sort of poisonous, whatever. And then they would volunteer to stay somewhere else. Or number 2 was like fuck with the thermostat, turn up the heat way high or the AC way cold while they're staying there to make them not want to stay there. The third one was stink bombs. Stink bomb the whole fucking house. Like they're never staying there again. Fake like you have
Ted?
in-laws like Cousin Eddie's staying this weekend too. If you guys don't mind, Cousin Eddie's going to be here.
Ted, you ever wonder why we've never been invited to Mark's house?
Oh, you forgot fake a seizure.
Or fake, we let them know when they show up. Oh, we have foster children now. If it's okay with you, you can stay with us, but we have 5 foster children. So you guys need to help us with
all under the age of 5.
They're not staying with. They're not staying with Angelina.
All diaper age.
They're not staying with Madonna or Angelina Jolie. There's no 5 foster kids.
I mean, yeah. I see.
They wouldn't want to stay there then, right?
But Ted's not going to those places anymore. I know. He's doing way too. He's Ann Landers.
I was thinking old Ted.
Ted.
Old Ted would have said, "You guys can stay here if you don't mind, but we're bombing the place for bed bugs."
Yeah.
Well, that's just going to buy you some time. Yeah, you could obviously come up with an excuse, about why they shouldn't come over to the house.
But that would just take one time. Then one handle one time.
I mean, the easiest solution would just be to set some boundaries. Just say, hey, you know what? We enjoy your company. But, we don't want to, we're on vacation too. We don't want to put in all the work. So, we're going to do things a little bit different. So all they mention is laundry and food, which, and so laundry, that's a simple one. Just say, hey, you have access to the laundry.
Yeah, but I think it's just the constant waiting on them. If someone stays at your house for an extended period of time.
Yeah, let's assume it's a week.
You feel like you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose,
That's why I'm uncomfortable with staying at people's houses for long periods of time, right? Because
for sure. I'd rather stay at a hotel. I'd rather stay at a hotel.
I would just, honestly, I'd rather just stay at a hotel at this point. And not stay at somebody's house for an extended period of time where it's their place.
Well, because you know what? Even when they say, "Oh, make yourself at home," they don't really mean that. I mean, like you make yourself at home, but not too much at home.
Yeah. Well, they mean like make your own coffee.
Yeah.
Get yourself a bowl of cereal or something.
Like we stayed at a house out of town, but the homeowners weren't there at the time, and we did make ourselves at home, but not crazy. Just sleeping.
But I just get more and more uncomfortable with staying at somebody's house that it's not my house. Yeah. Honestly, and when we're on vacation, we spend so little time in your hotel room or in your thing that honestly, I mean, we do. When we're doing stuff, it's always we're out. You're outside. It's nice weather. You're doing all those things.
It's just a home base for you to sleep.
Yeah. So just propose the alternate location where everyone's forced to stay at a hotel. That eliminates the whole foot servant thing, and you get to see them in smaller doses because obviously you're going back to your separate quarters afterwards. So that would be the simple solution. Or you could just tell the truth and say, you guys are really fucking labor intensive.
So don't make it.
You're so needy.
How hard would that be?
You're so
How hard would that be to say?
It would be very hard.
Listen, we want you to come visit, but we don't want you to stay with us. It's kind of a giant pain in the ass. Are we cool?
They've created that monster. They created that monster by making it so comfortable for them. Yeah. They started it.
So just make it work. I like your ideas,
make
Mark.
it uncomfortable for them. They won't want to stay there anymore. Yeah. Why would they want to stay there if they didn't have all the benefits they had before?
Is that another cockroach? Sorry, guys.
No, what was that movie? Was it not Ocean's 11, but Ocean's 12? So there was like a mystery hotel shopper who was going to give and so the bad guys found out who it was. So they basically did something to his bed sheet, so he got an allergic reaction. It's like every time.
Are you ruining a movie for people?
It's been out 10 years.
I don't know. I think I saw.
Did they make an Ocean's 12?
Yeah. So the guy.
I think they made Ocean's 13 or 14.
Yeah.
He's like a mystery shopper.
And then they made a couple of chick ones.
Yeah.
All women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a mystery
Oh, is that
shopper
what it's
for the
called?
hotel.
Yeah.
Chick one?
It's
And so-
Ocean's 32 Double D.
So they want to sabotage his visit, so he gives the
Yeah.
he gives the hotel a low rating. So they did something to his bed sheets where he got like an allergic reaction. So he wakes up, he looks like he's got hives on it, and his eyes were watery.
There goes my movie mention.
Exactly.
Thank you, Ted.
Oh, okay.
You were going to mention a movie you didn't know existed. Ocean's 17. Okay, so George Clooney's 103 years old, okay? And they're going to steal.
the future.
Yeah, the senior citizens home has about $17 million. Now, these guys can't use it, and they can't even go to the bathroom, but they want that money.
Just on principle
Yeah,
alone.
they want that money so bad.
Well, good luck in Mount Rainier, there, guys.
Yeah.
So there is a Mount Vernon in Illinois.
Mount Vernon, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where my my in-laws were.
That's what I mean. That was like that might be in Southern Illinois.
Yeah. I think Mount Rainier might be a little bit nicer than Mount Vernon.
It's Mount
In fact-
Rushmore, too.
in fact,
I
I've
heard
been to
about
Mount Vernon. Everywhere has to be a little bit
A little
nicer.
better.
Every mount
Yeah.
has to be pretty much be better than Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
Mark cringes because he's like, the people in Kentucky hate me because I
God.
keep.
He
Yeah.
finds a
But you know what?
finds
though?
an
But you know what's
excuse
funny? But you know
Yeah.
what's
to
funny?
denigrate Kentucky every time.
I will tell you this: more people think it's funny.
It is funny.
More people think it's funny.
But it's weird that
Then the
we
people
find a way.
Yeah.
Have
yeah.
you been to Kentucky?
He's not allowed.
Did something
no,
happen to you there?
No, I was there once or twice.
The Corvette Museum is there.
You don't know. Listen.
Oh.
Listen. The actual state is really pretty. I mean, if you can get over the smell and the people, I mean, it's. Really, I'm
Dillinger's
kidding.
from
I'm kidding.
Kentucky.
I'm kidding.
Actually,
I'm kidding.
Johnny Depp is from the same town.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's Amber Heard
As
from?
John Dillinger?
Yeah.
Amber Heard is from the Turd Farm. Yeah, she's
In Kentucky, yeah.
She's gonna go. She's gonna do the cow chip throwing thing. There.
Oh, she's available, by the way.
Amber Heard. Oh,
Yeah, and so is Angelina Jolie. Just they're single. and
Two
ready.
catches.
They're single and ready to
It's a
mingle.
2-for-1 deal.
Yeah.
they're young and they're single and they're ready to mingle. Yeah, they're scary. All right, England has the same problems we have. Just so you know that. Do you ever
Okay.
wonder, like, when you talk about another place, like Mark was talking about how much he wants to get out of Chicago, even though he's wearing a Chicago shirt right now.
Yeah. Shy.
And how nice it would be to go someplace else. But England has the same problems, and it's slightly weirder. You guys all know Gordon Ramsay, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. So Gordon Ramsay has a $16 million restaurant that he closed down. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. Right now it's closed, and he's trying to sell it. And something insane happened. That happens all the time. Squatters moved in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
What kind of, like a restaurant tier squatter? They open the restaurant.
they
now
did
they're
not.
serving
They're-
customers.
Just to live.
They're
just to live.
living.
Like, how do you
in-
squat a restaurant?
Well, there's
They're
a bathroom.
living-
There's a
just living
bathroom. There's a
there.
bathroom.
Oh, they're
you know,
living
yeah.
there.
A kitchen.
Yeah, get a cot,
Right.
change the locks. So
Right. So they are living there, and I guess there's like 8 or 10 of them that are living in this restaurant right now, and they've taken it one step further than I think anything I've ever heard of in my life. They posted signs on the outside and on social media. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find where it is. Okay, this is what they posted. Let's see on social. Someone will be in this building at all times. Any entry or attempt to enter the premises without our permission is therefore a criminal offense.
What?
yeah, they're just making stuff up. Obviously, it's not real. So,
But
yeah.
these are squatters' rights, I think. Or there's some kind of.
And use of violence against us, we will prosecute you, and you can have spent 6 months in jail and have a $5,000 to $10,000 fine.
They're just making shit up. They're just making stuff up. Obviously.
I don't know. Do you know?
Ted, I think this is real. They haven't been kicked out.
No, I know that, but I'm saying what they're saying, like in terms of what the penalty is, they're just making stuff up.
No, that is
Yeah,
the
so-
penalty.
yeah.
That
What
is
if
the penalty
he
for
They
illegally.
must have read the laws.
Isn't everybody afraid of that guy in London?
Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, you think
Could he
was
just go in there and
gonna-
yell at them?
No, because he's going to get prosecuted for going
He
entering.
can't.
For
Well,
yelling?
he's violent.
But
He's-
it's insane though because he owns the space.
right.
And
they're because we're saying squatters. The real term is trespassers.
Yeah,
But
trespass-
that's a-
Right.
Yeah.
Criminal
No,
trespassers.
criminal trespassers.
Jackie's
yeah.
right, though.
They're not
What's
squatters.
weird about it is it's a business. It's not a home. What if he wanted to open next day? Decide,
Well, number one, it's not for residential use. It's probably zone commercial. So just based on that
Oh,
alone,
yeah.
So if they don't run a business out of it,
right?
they can be kicked out.
I would assume that. I would assume it's like if I bought a commercial space and tried to like live there, even if I did it legally, I would probably get shut down because I'm not using it for its intended purpose. And even if I'm the legal owner, so you can imagine someone with no property rights, like these criminal trespassers. I'm not going to call them squatters. You would think that there has to be a way. And obviously, Gordon Ramsay, he's not like us, right? He's got tens of millions of dollars at his disposal. I mean, he could obviously get the best legal team and however long it takes to get these people out of there until they're forced out.
So I will tell you this. Yeah. So part of the thing, I look it up. There is no law that says you can't squat in a commercial building. They just never came up. And again, I keep saying it. The criminals are smarter than the lawmakers, right? They figured out a way around
this.
They
think they are. I'm starting a company.
Okay.
Squat Busters.
No, there's a guy who does.
Like
there's already a guy.
I got a guy. I got somebody to get him the fuck out of there tomorrow.
So couldn't you just
fly him there one day? He'll fly home. He won't even just round trip in one day.
What was that? What was that movie where the guys would do terrible things? Norm Macdonald was in that movie. Norm Macdonald. Yeah, they would fuck with people.
Yeah.
But couldn't you out squat the squatters? I mean, if you just walked in, if they're there. And you just walked in with 10 guys.
Yeah, and so we're here now too. We're here now too.
Yeah, we're squatting.
We're squatting too.
We're not. I'm not trying to kick you out.
Yeah,
I'm squatting with you.
Well, that's what the guy in California.
We're squatting.
And I'm bringing stink bombs with me.
Is the definition of a squatter
bugs.
though that like you've gone into a building that's empty though? Do you know what I mean? So if
yes,
you go in,
it's unoccupied, and then
it's unoccupied. So if you go in and it's already occupied, then you can't say you're squatting.
Is it one part of it unoccupied? Couldn't you just go to the? I'm in the back.
I think it's insane. I don't really understand how you can say
Florida has changed the laws, but so anyway, so there's a guy. This actually happened. So a guy, his mother died. She lived in California. He was out of state, so he went to go put her house up for sale. He goes to the house. And there's people living there. So what he did, he just basically wrote himself a lease, and then he just basically walked into the house with the squatters and squatted with the squatters, and they left. And so this guy now has, I guess he's been interviewed, like nationally interviewed, and I guess he has like a service now to how to get rid of squatters because obviously.
So he stole Mark's idea?
Yeah, he's already done it. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
we just talked about it, and he's already.
Yeah,
that was fast. We didn't even air this show yet.
Yeah,
he squatted your idea.
He squatted with the squatters.
Is there somebody in here?
Yeah. Or how about the guy from New York? You hear about this one, so I'll make this quick. So this guy, he's he's like a grifter to begin with. He has his own little whatever bullshit. Anyway, so he goes to it was like a luxury hotel. He pays for a room for one night and then just never leaves. And he lived there for 5 years. And I guess
so did he never leave the room?
He just never left the hotel. He never paid rent again. So what happened was I guess there's a law. He looked up the law that says like if the rooms were built before 1969, the owner has to offer him like a short-term lease or long-term lease. And the owner never did, and so he just stayed there and just obviously went to court and got continuances. But I guess he went too far. He tried to claim ownership of the entire hotel. He tried to he tried to submit papers with the county that says he was the owner of the hotel. So finally he got arrested.
It's
and of course,
all fake though.
And of course,
every part of it. Here's the problem.
And of course he got
every part of that is fake. He gave fake papers. He faked this. If you walk in with a fake lease. How is there any legal standing to I wrote myself a lease and Mark signed it?
Yeah. He went too far. He tried to take over the entire 300-room hotel, which is probably worth millions of dollars. And finally, they had enough of this clown. And but I know Florida just passed a law, like an anti-squatting law, that gets them out of there, real quick without tying the hands of the court. Because basically you have to treat these assholes like they're tenants. They got tenants' rights, but they're not. But they're not tenants. They're they're criminal trespassers.
Yes.
So, I like Mark's idea better.
If I'm Gordon Ramsay, you know what you can
bugs.
do? You know what you do? You just remove the doors, whatever the doors are of the entrance. Just take the doors away so it's open, and so anyone can come in.
Yeah, they don't have rights to the doors.
Yeah,
right?
I could just take
he
the doors off.
He owns the doors.
Yeah, I could just take the doors off, and then you got to replace the doors, and just keep taking the doors off, so it's just a big opening there.
What
about
the
Ted's tips for squatters?
What about the utilities and everything?
Well, they could probably put that in their name, or God knows what they're doing. Maybe they're using
wouldn't you
propane
You
gas.
would just turn them off as Gordon Ramsay. You would just turn them off.
Sometimes I think somebody's squatting in your brain, Ted.
Well, if it's in their name. So technically, if they go to if I broke into an abandoned house and just called the gas company, electric company, I would put the utilities in my name, which would actually be more valid. It would more.
Hold on a second. Don't you have to have some?
You got to have
if
mail
I went to
sent
work,
to you.
If I went to work tomorrow,
right?
So Cheryl and I go to work tomorrow, okay? And someone comes in, and says now they live here,
right?
They've got a few seconds before I'm beating them to death and dragging them out and saying that they came in and tried to molest me or do whatever.
Yeah.
I got a piece of paper that said I live here.
Yeah.
Well, they came in with a piece of paper and tried to molest me, so I beat them up and threw them out.
Yeah.
I don't understand how any of this happens.
Yeah. Well, I think we're talking about houses that haven't been lived in for a while. Because I know, in New York, there's actually a law. It's a stupid law, but I guess if a property is not lived in for 30 straight days, and someone moves in, They have like property rights. It's insane. In fact, in New York, a squatter just burned down $1 million home that this guy was trying to sell. It's like $1 million home, and I guess a squatter, and you still can't get rid of the squatter. It's like insane, you know.
There's no house. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly.
At this point, who cares? You
Yeah.
collect
That's
the insurance money and let him.
I would assume there's insurance on the house. Yeah, so but.
I mean,
Yeah,
it sounds like back in the day when people were just getting to a country or area and they would just squat on land and take it because there was nobody living anywhere. But we're not like that anymore.
That actually, I think that happened in like Vermont. Like some woman was like living on a part. She like basically was using a part of this guy's land for the last 30 years, and then she actually legally obtained it because he never challenged her. No, that's actually true squatters' rights. It has to be like unchallenged for like at least 10, 20 years. But it wasn't like it wasn't like a dwelling. It was actually just a piece of. It was actually
like
his
an
property.
eminent domain or something. Like you've been using it for so long.
No, eminent domain is like when the government can like.
No, I know that, but
yeah,
it's like a version of it almost.
Something like that, yeah. So like if Matt, if you had like if your lot, like if you didn't use part of your backyard, and I just like kind of acquired it, and I was your neighbor, and you didn't say anything for 20 years, and I can go to court and maybe legally get part of your
Ted,
backyard.
I'm always, when we finish up the show, Mark can attest to this. Ted walks over, lays on the couch, grabs his phone, lays on the couch, starts drinking, and I said to Mark, I said, one day we're gonna set up the show, we're gonna drive over to the bar, and we're gonna forget that Ted was down there. I'm gonna come home, and Ted's gonna be living in my basement.
He's gonna be living there,
and then Mark's just like, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, can you get me one while you're up there?
And all of a sudden,
You know what? Get yourself one too.
We'll go to the bar. I'll come back and I'll hear some noise downstairs. Right? I'm like, what the hell's going on? And she'll come downstairs. She goes, oh, it happened. Yeah,
It happened.
And Ted's going to
Ted's
take
living
down.
in our fucking basement now.
He's going to take down the fence and live and
I mean,
use
he's got a
Bob's
shower.
yard. Bob's
He's got
yard.
laundry.
Yeah. I get food
Yeah,
handed
and
to me in a little tray
Ted,
through the window.
You
there.
stop letting them come down to do laundry.
I get a DoorDash delivery. Just give it to me through that little vent.
It's just got to be skinny things.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, if you
It's all
squat in
beef
the basement, you're doing all the laundry. Okay, that's it. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm gonna have the guy from Mount Rainier do it.
Yeah, it'd be like Gwen and Caden. You will be doing all the laundry.
All right, Ted, I'll give you a hint. Fuck it up. They'll never ask you to do it again. Mess up
Turn
the
everything
laundry.
red.
Wash everything. Yeah.
Can you even do
Weaponized
that?
incompetence.
It's not like you can. I mean, there's no more washing red stuff with white stuff, right? I mean, don't you just throw all your laundry in the?
Yeah, I use a color catcher.
No, you could still.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's not right.
No, it's true.
I never
What the
heard
fuck
of
is
that.
a color
It's a
catcher?
shout color catcher, so you can put all your colors together, and it absorbs the color that comes out that would
Yeah,
dye
but
the
there's
other
still
stuff.
some pants and stuff that'll bleed.
There's
like
I mean,
sort
yeah,
of-
I mean, if you
What?
get like a
You
brand
know
new
more.
pair
I
of
buy way
really
shittier
dark
clothes.
pants,
Who has like
Ted,
bright
hold
like
on.
red
Ted,
pants?
or
Ted,
a brand new red, no, like
Hold on.
the
They're
really
buying
dark
nice.
denim.
They're buying nice clothes, Ted.
Oh, yeah.
The stuff we buy at Costco.
I buy Costco. Yeah,
Nothing.
All right,
All my
Mark,
pa-
we can have
all my
this
pants are like the same
conversation,
They're all polyester shit.
Right?
It's all sweatpants. It's all sweatpants and golf shorts. I don't own anything else.
Ted doesn't. Oh, you know, sweatpants don't. There's no color in sweatpants. yeah. Ted just has blue sweatpants or dark blue sweatpants.
Or
That's
those
it.
brown ones.
Well, those started out as blue, so they turned.
Just make sure you clean out the lint
yeah,
trap. in
They
the
literally
dryer.
turned blue.
We were just talking about Uncle Matt pants, like the swishy pants that you always wore, and Steven always wanted to wear them.
Oh man, I love those sweet.
Yeah.
I miss those so much.
What are they called? Swishy pants?
Yeah.
What is
Well,
that?
I think they're like track pants kind of thing. Or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah,
but
okay.
It's the
He
you know what?
wore
It's
'em all
the
the time,
Jason
and-
Day. It's the new Jason Day pants. Yeah.
Oh
Did
my
you have
god.
the two lines? You have the two lines on either side of them.
That was
going
terrible.
Dude,
Yeah.
he must be getting paid a lot of money to dress like that.
So that's his new. Yeah, this is new.
I
clothing
know,
line.
and it was a horrible brand name. Everything
Everything.
stupid about it. That M or whatever it is.
on? Melbon.
And did you see the sweater vest he wore
made
that
him
they
take-
made
they
him
made him
take
take
off?
off.
Yeah.
He just it's almost like he woke up. He was like 35,
Yeah.
and then he woke up and he was like 65, and he dresses like that.
No, he just had a midlife crisis when he was 30. When he was
That's the
35.
end of your
When he was
life
30 when he
crisis.
was
In the wrong
35,
way.
yeah, when he was
Yeah.
Those
35,
pants
yeah.
had a random pocket, like below the thigh and between
like a
the knee.
cargo pant pocket.
Yeah, but it was misplaced. It was like
That's
on the
where-
front.
Like in the front.
It was
Hey,
weird.
wait, that's why I put my extra T's so I don't lose them. Okay.
Oh, speaking of
God
tees,
damn it.
I was in at the frat house for Dad's weekend, and everybody did these baskets. You know, we did a raffle
Oh, I
basket.
saw that. Yeah.
So this one basket had some golf stuff in it, and one of them was a bag of tees, right? Just some fucking tees, like 100 tees or whatever. And as soon as the kid won the basket, he brought it back to where him and his dad were standing. So he goes up front, grabs the basket, he brings it back, and he puts his down. His dad immediately grabbed the bag of fucking tees, ripped it open, and started taking tees out of it.
Couldn't he just?
Dude, he's right next to us, and I look, I go, I mean, the kid didn't even put the basket down yet. He grabbed the tees, ripped the bag open, and started grabbing tees out of the bag.
Yeah, because those are
You
so
need-
expensive.
You needed some teas.
I'm looking at
doesn't that suck when
I nudged my son. I'm like, check it out. He's like, what the fuck's he doing? I go, I don't know.
Wait a minute, hold on. You won the beer one, and you did the same thing. You grabbed the beer.
No, I
out
won
and
the beer
you
bong
threw
one.
the basket. You threw the basket at your son and started showing the beer down. That is too much. All right, crazy question, and I bet nobody can get this right. How many states in America can you legally marry your first cousin?
52.
D, all of the above. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the answer.
First cousin.
I said 52.
Oh, well,
How many
that's
states?
obviously not correct.
I'm gonna say 5.
Excellent choice, Ted. Excellent choice.
I'll say
First cousin.
40.
You said first cousin.
40. You know why? Because based on what we've seen over the last 10 years, it seems like everybody's
You
marrying
said
their
first cousin, right? Yeah.
Marry
okay.
your first cousin.
Yeah.
Marry your first cousin.
There's one state left, I think, and they're just changing that, right? No, they're going
Only
back
one?
to it.
There's only one?
I
don't know.
have
what's legal.
not said a word yet. How many states can you legally marry your first cousin?
There's none, but there's one that's going to happen.
Okay. Are you ready? At this exact moment, there are 19 states where you can marry your first cousin. Now, of course, 95% of them are the hillbilly ones, right? But New York, Illinois, California, Arizona, my favorite state, Kentucky, no worries. You can marry your first cousin. Now, here's why I bring this up. Tennessee, the lawmakers sent a bill to the governor to ban first cousin marriages. Okay? 77 people voted.
77.
77
Yeah.
legislators voted.
Oh, legislators.
It passed. It did pass. Okay. 75
The governor vetoed it.
to 2.
Oh, there's 2 holdouts.
There's 2 guys.
Married to their first cousin.
2 guys.
Right.
Hold on.
Wow.
There are 2 guys.
Mildred, times are changing.
2 Republicans, both Republicans, who voted against the ban so that they wanted people to marry their first cousins. Okay. Now, this is kind of funny. The one Republican, Gino Bolso, he voted against the ban because, and he told this story to everybody in the legislature.
Who's my daughter going to
and
marry?
by the way,
It's already prearranged.
they have a certain amount of time that you can talk. He spoke for 98% of the time, trying to get these guys to not ban this. But he told this story that his 2 cousins came over from Italy. It was roughly about 80 years ago, and they ended up not being able to find anybody else that they were really into, and they married. Yeah, they married. His.
So he's taking a one-off example that happened a century ago and extrapolating that.
But was it a one-off? Then we find out. No, so he did not tell this part of the story, but we do find out that basically in his family, another set of first cousins also married. So Gino is the descendant of 2 sets of first cousins
Well, that explains why
does he have a unibrow?
who have married. And so he
So
spent.
this is personal. It's personal.
Yeah, so he spent most of that time. Now, the only other guy who voted against it, he said, I couldn't find his name, but he said he had 2 hot cousins he wanted to hook up with at the next family reunion.
Well, that's different than marriage. That's okay.
But you know what?
One night stands is okay.
So when I saw this,
Nothing against that.
Can they just live together?
Yeah, I literally thought Tennessee was the last state, right? So when I when I looked this up, I literally looked it up and I was like, oh, okay, finally they're doing it.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
But then I had to see it's way more prevalent, and it's only been excluded in a lot of these other states just recently, like in the last 10 to 15 years.
So in most of these states, you can marry your second cousin, but you can't marry your first. Is that what the rule is, or do you know?
So I don't know if there's any. There might be 1 or 2. I think I saw a whole graph, like a whole.
Why
chart.
do you ask, Jackie?
But yeah, I saw a whole chart. But yeah, most of that is second cousins are just fine.
So is that due to like just inbreeding, genetic defects? Like, did they give the reason?
Well, one of the
Or is it like morally?
some of the states that have it legalized, Illinois and I think California and a couple others, you can marry your first cousin, but you have to go to like a genetic
Genetic testing.
genetic testing,
Yeah.
just to make sure that you're not going to make a
Yeah.
a Republican senator from Tennessee.
You know, it's funny you brought up Tennessee because I had a customer today who he said he's going to Tennessee next week
with his hot cousin.
No. So, and this ties into our whole Tesla story because he had a Tesla. I fixed his Tesla for him, and he's going to take the Tesla to Tennessee. I'm like, and this specific model, he's getting a new Tesla, and it's got the long range battery. I'm like, oh, cool. You could probably make it there in one battery. I mean, where are you going in Tennessee? It's probably like about 400 miles, right? He's like, oh, no. Wait, it's like 1,200 miles. I go, Tennessee, United States, right? We're in Chicago.
Welcome to Tennessee, Canada.
He goes, no. Oh, no. It's way more. It's way more than 4. It's like closer to 1,200 miles. And
it's like a 6-hour drive.
So there are people worse.
7 hours.
There are people worse at geography than us.
So that's what first thing that came to my mind. I was like, I'm the smartest guy in the world now.
In the room.
Well, plus he's got to recharge that Tesla like 15 times since it only gets 200 miles to the battery.
So he goes, where I'm going, it's like it's 6 hours, but it's going to take me 15 hours.
Yeah, because you have to recharge it
according to the Tesla thing. And I'm like thinking to myself, dude,
that's bullshit.
Tennessee is like, so I felt, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I know it's not much more than 400 miles because I've driven to Southern Illinois, the tip of Southern Illinois, Union County all the time, and family down there. And it's only like, it's like 420 miles from Chicago to get into Tennessee. And then you go to Nashville, it's like 440, whatever. So yeah, it's there's no place in Tennessee that's 500 miles from the city.
Maybe it's just a really terrible drive.
1,200 miles. That's 3 times further than it needs to go.
Well, with a Tesla,
he's getting it up in Florida. Florida's 1,200 miles.
You do have to charge the car. I mean, like I said, I think so. Figure the average Tesla gets around 200 miles.
Yeah, but that doesn't add
more
any
than 200
mileage.
miles. You get over 300, right?
It depends on which one you have.
Yeah.
The one that we have is more like, you stop every 2.5 hours. So I mean, just kind of depends on how many miles you're going, like what roads you're on. But
it extends your trip though, because it's not.
It does, but then most of the superchargers were super fast.
Yeah.
They were 20 minutes.
Yeah. Right. Hence the name Supercharger. And
Supercharger.
That gives you a chance. It gives you a chance to stop. You get out. You look at stuff.
Go eat at Culver's because they're on the Culver's parking lot.
I don't like Culver's.
Well, you know,
I've never
if you like
Culver's.
If you like Teslas, you better like Culver's because all the charging stations are in Culver's parking lots. It seems so.
Myers.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
They're all over.
Yeah. They got that custard ice cream. I like. And this is gonna sound. I know this makes me sound like a weird, cranky old guy, but I like real ice cream, like solid ice cream. I don't like Dairy Queen ice cream. Are you guys? I mean, do you guys like that? What do they call soft serve?
Yeah,
I'm not a soft serve guy.
I don't really eat much ice cream.
Yeah,
I like Dairy Queen.
The McDonald's.
I like a Blizzard.
Cone.
Yeah, I like Dairy Queen.
I get like one a year.
Isn't there a Dairy Queen? It's not too far from me. It's only open in the summer. Like it's always closed.
That's how ours is.
Yeah, the one right. Yeah.
I think it depends if it's like a restaurant or just the ice cream.
Yeah, this one's a standalone.
No. They're grandfathered in. Like now, no, they are
open during the winter.
Yes, it's a franchise thing, 100%. I know Don knows the owners. He does a lot of work there because he asked them. He told him all about it. So you can buy. Dairy Queen's very old, as you know. They've been around for like 70 years or something like that. So the old format, like if you've owned the franchise and you bought that franchise and it's under the old governing rules, you could be seasonal. The newer ones have to stay open 12 months out of the year. But so the owners that own this one over in Park Ridge, they looked and they bought another one with the same thing. So because they love that fact that they can only be open, they only have to be open for 8 months out of the year.
All right, here's a question. Last time you were in a Dairy Queen, I'm going to say 25 years.
I was at this one last year.
Probably last year. We would ride our bikes to Dairy Queen and get a Blizzard.
Because we have an actual ice cream place by us. Like
there's a better place that scoops that. Not,
oh yeah, I
have not been to a Dairy Queen in at least 25 years.
I'd say at least minimum 5 years. So
no, I go there.
I took my kid
but
there.
I would say once a year.
Yeah, this other place right down the street is way better.
So I would rather go to Steak.
They make their own ice cream.
So Steak and Shake between 2 and 4 has half price shakes, great shakes. I would rather do that, but I don't do that. I just don't eat ice cream.
I don't really. I would never just go buy some at the store or anything.
Speaking of shakes, look at Ted.
He's got the shakes?
Yeah, he's drinking a Miller Lite. He's getting the shakes.
A shake? Yeah.
Is he about to pour some Crown?
No, it's hard. It's hard.
There's nowhere to pour it.
It's hard for me
to look
you
have to drink that little bit of water.
You just have to drink that water.
So I have to choke this down.
He poured out like 3/4 of it.
So should I'm going to tell the story.
What if I just poured more Crown in here and so it didn't dilute?
No, so I gave Ted a tall glass filled with water, and I said, Ted, if you want to drink your Crown, that's the only glass. You have to drink all that water. And Ted goes,
I'm gonna have
then
to
I'd have to pee.
Wait, this is like the movie Saw. It's like, you can leave, but you have to saw your own arm off to get out of there.
How
But
is
how nice.
how is sawing your arm off the same as drinking a glass of water?
It's not. I'm being dramatic. Yeah, I'm being a drama queen. I'm being a dairy queen. I'm being a dairy queen.
When you talk about Ted and Crown, yeah. So then I took the glass of water and I dumped out 3/4 of it,
At
and
least,
I
maybe
said,
even
Ted.
more.
Ted even said thank you. He even said thank you.
Yeah.
And he goes. I go. Now all I have to do is drink that, and then you can fill it up with Crown.
Wow.
And then he still bitched about it. And I honestly, here's why I did that, because I was afraid that he would do like a little sneak thing when I wasn't looking and just start dumping the water out. Like he'd take a drink and just dump it out.
Oh, socks peed on the floor.
Socks peed again.
That goddamn dog knocked my my water down.
What's the story? John Daly, the golfer, they didn't never see him drink water. He drinks just beer and
He
vodka.
said he doesn't drink water.
doesn't
He's
drink
like
water.
he's like your
my
dad.
dad. He's like my dad.
Yeah.
Didn't like the taste
Diet
of it.
Cokes.
I can only drink water
Yeah.
in the summer with ice when it's really hot. That's the only time.
20
he said.
diet. Yeah, what does he drink? Like 20 Diet Cokes a day. So
John Daly, yeah.
So my dad did
He
too.
was Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, Diet Pepsi. Just endless, ceaseless,
yeah.
continuous.
How are his teeth? Because I know that's
Fake.
that soda.
They were fake.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had dentures.
Yeah.
Wooden teeth.
George Washington.
That's so wrong. All right. Before we get to Mark's movie mentions, I'd like to do a little true crime. You guys down?
Oh.
It's going to be a solid, it's going to be a fun, solid ending, and I guarantee
This
you
would be a good opportunity for me to go pee.
it should be a great opportunity for you to go pee. Yeah.
Jackie said someone said something funny
Jackie, fill in for me.
in the true crime segment last week, but she can't
I know.
pinpoint who
I
said
can't remember
who
what it
said
was.
who and what it was about.
It was
so,
probably you, Ted.
Yeah.
So it was very vague.
I almost spit out my coffee. As soon as we're done, I'm going to remember it.
Well, you know what? Everyone. Here's what I assume. I assume everyone constantly laughs out loud, and probably most accidents or like burning food and that kind of thing all happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or injuries while you're taking care of yourself all happen because you were listening to the show
Yeah.
and we said something insanely
I
funny.
was drinking coffee, driving on my way to the gym, and Ted said something, and I literally was like,
I'm sorry.
and all I'm worried about is, getting my car dirty.
Send me the cleaning bill.
Yeah.
But I'll give it to Matt.
Ted's Tips is not in any way responsible for a dirty car or anything that you spit into your. Yeah, I have to do that. All right, so this is my favorite kind of true crime story because it ends with a dead bad guy.
Oh, so karma, some karma out there.
There is karma. Okay, so here it is. A guy in Idaho breaks into an 85-year-old woman's house. Okay. She lives with her special needs adult son.
Yeah.
So it's this woman.
Sad, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yep.
85-year-old woman, her special needs adult son.
Kid's probably in his 60s, I'm guessing, if she's 85.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he sneaks into her room, right, in the middle of the night.
Yeah. That's burglary.
This is
Yeah.
bad. Bashes her in the head.
Yeah.
Burglary.
This is an 85-year-old woman.
That's what's it called? That's home invasion. That's not. That's,
Yeah.
that's
I
home invasion.
think he was just squatting. I think he was
Yeah.
just
Breaking and
squatting. He wanted
entering,
her. He really wanted her room.
Yeah.
When he was squatting.
He deserves it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so he drags her out of her bed, ties her up.
Yeah,
Oh, my
scary,
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this chick, I got to tell you right now, old style. This chick, you're gonna love this woman. I mean, she's pretty awesome, right? So he ties her up. She realizes that her special needs son is in the house. Doesn't know how he's going to react to this guy breaking into her house. Okay, so he starts searching through the house to get stuff. The 85-year-old woman who's already been hit in the head, dragged out of bed, tied up, gets out, gets a hand free, gets out of what it does, and starts to crawl back to her room for a very special reason. What do you think is in her room?
Gun.
Not just a gun. What kind of fun gun do you think?
A machine gun? Like
Well, I'm gonna say she's elderly, so she's probably got a 22 special because it was a 357 Magnum with. Oh, that's a good one. The Dirty Harry special.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a 44 Magnum.
Yeah, 44 Magnum. Yeah.
This chick, ready? Every night sleeps. 84-year-old woman. Every night sleeps with a 357. Another old style. A 357 Magnum under her pillow.
And the funny thing is,
I don't know the difference between guns.
She finally gets to can use. I mean, because what are the odds of seriously? I'm sure a lot of people have guns close by, but what are the odds they're actually going to use it? Where Yeah, but
And that she has her faculties about her to go get that
yeah.
and do it.
And
All
she
right.
can go ski anyway. Yeah, so I'm loving it already.
Yeah.
So where's the crime?
Someone should pour her a drink.
So no, you're going to laugh about this because one part of this is really disturbing, and it says a lot about our country right now. Okay, so she gets there. She's she told the police she's totally focused on her son now. Yeah. She doesn't want anything to happen. She sneaks in there, grabs her 357. She's in her room. Guy comes in, and she just blows him full of holes.
Wow.
That's great.
She kills this dude.
Badass.
Yeah. 85-year-old woman,
Yeah.
already hit in the head, bleeding,
Yeah.
tied up. She's got part of the chair still on her, and she crawled to her room, to her bed, underneath the pillow, grabbed a 357, and that thing's got some serious
Was it a
kick.
rocking chair?
How big would that be?
Remember
rocking chair?
Dad's gun. That's a 357.
Oh, okay.
The big one.
Yeah. Okay.
The big
Yeah.
one.
Revolver, not a clip, right? The actual revolver.
I think a 357 is a revolver, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they.
Yeah, I think you load it. It's like 6. Yeah, it's not like the clip. Like it's
Yeah,
actual,
like a little Clint Eastwood thing,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so she blows this guy away, and the cops come, and everything happens, and it's all good. And then she's got to go to court.
Is he dead?
He's dead. Oh, he's dead as fuck.
I mean,
you know what's
he had
actually
lots of
you know
holes
what's,
in
you know
it.
what's actually good. You know what's actually good. I'm glad she didn't do this. Like, oh, don't move. I'm going to call the police and like hold him
no,
there.
she didn't mess
Fuck
around.
that. Yeah,
she
he
didn't mess
can't
around.
can't take any chances.
But here's the weird thing: she had to go to court, and they had a trial to prove that what she did was fine.
She's tied to a rocking chair, bleeding from the head.
She had to go to court, and they had to acquit her, exonerate her, or whatever of what she did.
So did she actually get charged with a crime? Because I mean, she sounds
So
like, I
they
don't think
were
she got
going
tried. I don't
to.
think she got tried.
No.
Yeah.
They were deciding whether or not to press charges. So
Yeah.
she had to go through whatever that is. I don't know
process.
what whatever that process
Oh, you know,
is.
probably like a grand jury.
Right.
The grand jury. Yeah.
Oh, the People's Court.
Yeah.
Judge
Judge Judy.
Yeah,
Judge Wapner.
Yeah.
Gotta
so
watch
she
Wapner.
had to go through I mean, it wasn't a cut and dry.
Yeah.
This guy's in my house. I shot him. Why even go any further than that? She had to go through a process to be not charged with a crime of killing an asshole.
Yeah.
Who broke into her house.
You know why? I mean, I could see, like, even though it's legit, and I totally believe it, but there are cases where you can, let's just say you know somebody, or you set somebody up, you bait them to come to your house and kind of stage, like,
tie you up?
No, stage a scene, like,
And beat you.
No, I'm just saying, but, the cops wouldn't know. Let's just say I put, like, a rope on myself, and I hit myself in the head, and I had a guy come over that I wanted to get rid of, and I, under the pretense of, and I just have
I believe that's a Smollett.
bait him into Oh, yeah.
And
he didn't do it, by the way.
I
Yeah.
believe that's Ted on Crown.
Yeah, but don't
He's only had 2
Ladies
sips.
and gentlemen,
Don't-
he's back.
I'm just
That's
saying,
all it takes.
I'm just saying,
Jackie.
don't underestimate.
It's
Don't
instantaneous.
underestimate how devious some people could be. Obviously, this isn't the case, of course, but I'm just saying I could see that where you could stage it in a way like if you want to get rid of somebody, it's actually a perfect crime because, or like a hunting accident, right? You take someone hunting, you say, "Oh, I thought he was a deer." And you shoot him, right? Because that's the best place to commit a crime. You're in the woods. It's just you and the other person, and you could just say it's an accident, right?
Yeah,
So,
but I mean,
That
I get
Dick
it.
Cheney did that?
Dick
right?
Cheney. Well, the guy lived, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
so,
yeah, but I mean, come on, man. I mean,
yeah, of course.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. It's an 85-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Her handicapped son.
Yeah.
She's obviously, she's got to have rope burns. She's got to have the hit. She's got to have all this
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, you can't just walk away from this and just say this is
Yeah,
done.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
there was blood in her
What
bed.
state?
and-
What
But-
state
but-
was this in? Do you know?
Idaho.
Yeah,
Idaho.
but I'm sure the inquiry into that was very brief.
Not the
It was-
Oregon part of Idaho.
Yeah.
The regular
The
part.
But
regular
I'm sure
part.
the inquiry was obviously very brief. It
just
was
saw
just like,
that.
yeah, okay, here's the facts. Okay, yeah,
But
we
to
see
have
enough.
to go through you have to go all the way through to that seems really weird.
Because
to
you know why? Because even when an asshole's dead, it's just like, we still have to treat the pieces of shit who deserve it. We still have to kind of treat them, like go through the legal process. You can't just, it's not like the Old West, where you can't just shoot him, steal his boots and bury him in the desert somewhere and move on with your life. You gotta, we have
Yeah.
Steal
Well,
his
it shouldn't-
boots.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that
Steal
way.
his boots.
Yeah.
Gotta
Steal,
take
you gotta take his
those boots.
boots, right? You wouldn't leave the boots there, right? In the cowboy hat.
It's size 9.5. What are you going to do with them?
Ted, the boots
Sell
are.
We're
them.
12.
Sell them.
Matt could wear them.
Take the horse.
I
Maybe
wear
he's
a
got some.
size 10 or 10.
Maybe he's got some gold coins in his pocket that you can use at the saloon in the next town.
There's definitely a razor blade in the boots.
What?
A straight razor.
Oh yeah.
You don't carry
Silverado.
I got.
Yeah, love that.
I carry a straight razor in my boots.
Mark, are you
Well, good for
ready?
her.
Good to
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I you know what? I'm proud of her, and I'm disappointed she had to go through all that kind of stuff. That's
Did they identify
Very
who
proud of her.
They
That's-
identify who the dirtbag was? Probably some local guy, I'm guessing.
so.
Right?
The weird part was it was some local guy, and he like started stalking her
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just
So
the whole.
he probably figured she had money in her house because she's maybe older. It could be anything, yeah.
It's
You know?
amazing, like
Yeah.
what a mom will do, especially for a son who's not in his full capacities. Like,
Right.
Well, even if
she's like, I've got to take care of him. This is all.
Well, even if the
can
son
do.
wasn't there, I mean, obviously you have to assume he's going to kill her, right? Because she sees him, right? And if he lives in town, I mean, you can't, who knows? He's not going to just leave her there, So.
Right, that's the thing, right?
You gotta assume it's life and death.
Right.
It's life and death,
Yeah.
Right, and it's not like you can disappear. All right, Mark, you do have a movie mention?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Mark's Movie Mentions is brought to you by Alpo Dog Food. Don't complicate your dog's food. Get to the meat of everything your dog both loves and needs with one of Alpo Dog Food's delicious wet or dry recipes.
Of all the sponsors,
Rawhide.
that's the one.
What? I mean, you want Pete's sex toys? I don't know. What do you want there?
All right. So the movie I want to mention came out in 2015. It's called Burnt. Jackie saw it.
Did I see Burnt?
Burnt. Starring Bradley Cooper.
I mean, usually you know what movies I've seen. I'll be like, no, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
And you're like,
all right.
yeah, I did.
Well, we saw this together, Jackie, back in 2015.
BURNT.
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 Bradley Cooper.
It came out the year after he did American Sniper, so he was kind of hot.
Hmm.
I've never saw American Sniper.
I never saw one either.
That's okay. It's a good movie. So Bradley Cooper, Sienna Miller, who's really
Wait,
awesome.
is this a food thing?
He's plays. Well, let me. I'll
Oh, I did see it.
I knew it.
Damn it.
yeah. Uma Thurman's in it.
I
Daniel.
just saw it like 6 months ago.
Okay. So Daniel Brew's in it. He's really good. So it's about a chef who falls from grace at a young age and commits to sobriety, turns his life around because he drops off the grid. It's a really good movie.
It was really great.
So I'm gonna say there's many great films out there, right? That many of us have not seen. This isn't one of them, but it's a very good movie. It's a very good movie. It's got.
It's not great.
There's a lot of great movies
it's
we
good.
haven't seen. This isn't one of those.
But you know
I
what?
thought it was
dude,
really
it's really good. I don't
And
know how I
these-
missed
and
this.
these
I
are their
just saw it like a
stories.
year ago too.
Yeah.
And it came out in 2015. It's fast. It's fun. It has edge to it. And in the end, you'll be glad you saw it. I mean, it's really entertaining. It moves fast. It's 90 minutes long. It had a $20 million budget. Box office was $36 million. It wasn't there long. But anyway, so he was very young, worked his way to become a head chef at this world famous French restaurant at a very young age. Drugs, alcohol, all that. He ruined his
That's
whole
very
career.
big in that. Yeah.
He ruined his whole career, caused the whole fucking restaurant to shut down, affected many people's lives, including his mentor who owned that French
Who
restaurant.
owned the restaurant.
And then he falls off the grid, gets sober, turns his life around, decides to pull some of his old, colleagues back together and open a restaurant in London.
Okay.
He was a 2-star because he was the head chef at this particular restaurant. He was a two Michelin star.
Can I ask this? When do the squatters come in?
Yeah, they'll be there.
Okay.
So he was a 2-star Michelin chef.
Yeah, is that so? What's like the highest ranked chef you can be?
I think 3 stars.
Really? Okay, so
Yeah. So he wanted to get that 3rd star. So he wanted to open a new restaurant. So he goes back to London, after like 3 years being away, finds his old maitre d'. It's a really good story. So it's a movie about, I'm going to tell you, it's about individual struggle within and with others, redemption, learning, adapting, growing, acceptance, and food.
And food.
And hot Bradley Cooper.
It's
In
kinda-
2015,
and it's
he is,
funny.
He is at his
Was,
maximum
was he like
sexiness.
sexiest
There's
man
a few
alive?
surprises
Was he
in there
sexiest
too.
man
Oh,
alive?
Yeah.
Very-
Time
He's-
magazine. Yeah.
I would say from 2015 to 2020, he'd have to be one of the sexiest men alive.
So,
Absolutely.
and you mentioned Gordon Ramsay. This is very Gordon Ramsay-ish, his character.
Yeah.
He talks like him. But that's okay because he makes it work. But he's a very aggressive, angry person, but he makes it work. The production and the cinematography in this movie are great. And the acting is equally as great. And I'm not sure why this movie was not talked about more. It's really fucking good.
Yeah, I don't even remember where I heard about it. Maybe like on some segment or something about him, and he talked. I watch a lot of cooking shows.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did I miss this one?
But if as soon as you'll get hooked right at the opening scene.
Yeah.
And you just can't look away. The movie just goes, and it's so good. I mean, it's not the greatest film, but it's so good.
It's not great, but
This
it's
movie is
very
awesome.
good.
It's
I'm
mediocre.
just saying. I mean, I don't
great
want.
films are subjective, right? I mean, it's all subjective, right? Because a lot of people, like, I think like BuzzFeed came up with an article like top 10 films that were like gushed over, but people hated. Like, I saw this movie, everybody loved it. I thought it was boring. I left halfway through it. I mean, there's been movies like that. I can't remember what they are, but they got hyped up and.
There's
I was
lots
just,
of movies
I
like that.
I didn't find them remotely interesting.
No,
at
I
all,
like this movie better than, like, say, Wolf of Wall Street.
I like
No
that movie.
way.
That
Yeah,
was a
and I
great
like that movie. I like this movie better. I don't know why this movie is much more interesting. It's much more realistic.
Just like it in a different way. That's
yeah.
all. Yeah. So.
Anyway, so
You like it in like a first cousin kind of way?
kind of. Well, that's okay here in Illinois.
You're vibing with the movie, all right?
Yeah.
So Burnt, 2015, starring Bradley Cooper.
Definitely worth
Sienna
watching.
Miller's awesome in it too. She's really, really a great actress.
Wait, didn't we talk about her before? Wasn't she in something else that you talked about?
Maybe
I feel like she was in something else that you liked.
could be. I
Yeah.
don't know. But Uma Thurman's in it good too. She's just got she plays a British woman too. She's got like it's a brief cameo. She plays a food critic. But Daniel Bruhl, you'll recognize him. I didn't know who he was by the name, but when you see his face, he's a tremendous actor. He's really good. And Omar Sy is in it too. Good movie. Burnt.
All right.
Burnt.
All right. I will. You know what?
90 minutes long. It's quick, man.
So that's one of the things that people talk about all the time. That you have the perfect number of minute movies all the time. Your length of
90
movie,
minutes.
Yeah, your length of movie is perfect because I will tell you right now, I'm never in my lifetime going to finish Killers of a Flower Moon. Never.
We watched it in
Dances
like
with
3 installments.
Dances with Wolves.
It
That's
was
like
good.
3 hours.
Okay,
You're
I
on the-
have to admit.
You're on the planes.
I have to admit, Dances with Wolves was probably because I was in a different place where I actually liked movies.
Titanic's long too.
You had more free time.
I saw Titanic in the theater, and there was an intermission. That's the first time there was.
way.
I swear to God, I saw it at Rainhurst Theater when it came out in whatever it was, 1996, 98,
Actually,
whatever.
there's a movie theater right by the Omega restaurant, and all the Indian movies they're about 3 hours long, and there's an intermission. It says and it's like a 7-minute, so you can get up, use the bathroom. Yeah, so it's actually
I'll be
it's
honest
common.
with you.
It's actually
I love those movies.
yeah, I love them. And they're
I
well
love
made.
those. I
Yeah,
know
they're
you're
well
not
made.
supposed to say Bollywood, but
Yeah, they are Bollywood. Yeah.
the dancing.
Yeah, but they don't want you to call them Bollywood.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, some of
but
it's a little over the top, but they're well-made movies. They're on par
they're
with
just
it.
so much fun.
Yeah, they're
What,
fun.
those Bollywood movies?
We can't say Bollywood. Yeah.
No, I get it.
No, I
get it.
can't say it.
Yeah.
No, you
You
can.
can.
You can say it. Ted can't say it because he's saying it in a wrong.
I
way.
want to say something else right
Yeah,
now.
but no, though I feel like those movies I actually watch more than I do anything else because I have no idea what to expect because I don't know
You don't know anybody. Yeah.
Right.
anything about anything that's happening.
When you see
But that's what makes you crazy about movies is that you can tell exactly what's
well,
going to
yeah,
happen.
you just told us about the book you read
Yeah.
that you literally knew what was going to happen after 20 pages.
Sorry, like
If even
Okay.
15 pages in.
Tom Cruise Mission Impossible Part 8. Guess what? The mission's very possible because he probably completes it again, right? Tom Cruise isn't going to die, no matter how many bullets come his way, how many bad guys are chasing
Is
him.
this the
how
one
many
where
air-
he dies?
Hold on a second. I think it's
Did he
different.
even sprain an ankle at any point?
Yeah,
Flies
you
off
know
a
what?
mountain.
You know, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? He doesn't sprain an ankle. He doesn't like injure a finger.
He doesn't pull a hamstring.
No,
running
but
around.
His
filming
hair
it,
doesn't even.
But
Yeah.
filming it, he broke his ankle on the first day.
Did he really?
Yeah, the last one, he shattered his ankle first day because he wants to do all of
his
the
own
stunts.
stunts.
He's like 60. He's like 61 years old now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about it. Remember, I said he was talking to one other actor like Ryan. I don't know if it was Reynolds or somebody else, and they're like, and he's telling his whole story. He's sitting down with him. He's like, "How do you do it? I mean, how do you get to do your own stunts like that? Not that I would ever do it, but how do you do it?" He goes, "Well, I go immediately find a stunt director, and I feel him out." And then he tells me no, and I go find another stunt director.
Well, I mean, number one, he's running the whole. He's like.
So he finds somebody that,
But he's like- but he-
so he finds somebody who says yes, you could do that.
But he's bigger. He's bigger than the.
You're fired.
He's bigger than the movie.
Yeah.
He's bigger than the movie. He's like LeBron James, where he gets to dictate like everything, right? Like he could fire the director if he probably wanted to, because he's Tom
Yeah.
Cruise, So
Yeah.
Oh man!
So you-
but at some point, I mean, do you really? I feel like at some point, I know you want to have Tom Cruise in your movie, but it probably is like so much work
Yeah.
and so
Well,
much.
I heard
kissing.
he's a little bit labor intensive.
And then
so.
probably the insurance, because he's doing his own stunts.
You know what? I honestly, at this point, I don't know if anybody even cares about how much money is spent to do all this stuff, Because, I mean, you see all these movies that are absolutely stone cold terrible that they spend tons of money on. Like, how do you even...
Like, who wants to go see that Mission
Right.
Impossible movie anymore? Like, how many times?
I saw the first one in the theater.
Sure,
and I thought
yeah.
it was awesome.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one's great. Yeah.
With that whole scene with the restaurant, the glass,
Yeah.
with the fish tank.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I
But just
did-
how many now?
I did go to see King Kong and Godzilla, just this last one, just to see it in 3D.
I'd rather see the animated character. I'd rather
But
see
honestly,
the
at this point, I probably, if I wanted to, just turning it up really loud on my, kick-ass stereo or my giant-ass TV,
Yeah.
probably would have been just as much fun, and it would have been on my time and my level, and it wouldn't be so many guys, doing what they're doing.
I'll be honest with you. I'd rather watch like an animated movie like SpongeBob SquarePants or Beavis and Butthead.
I love SpongeBob.
than actually with like real people. I think it's like more entertaining. So
South Park.
yeah, South Park.
Ted
yeah,
can
so-
relate better.
Yeah.
It's very
to the
simple.
cartoon people.
Oh,
Very
by the
simple.
way, have you heard this term? This is a new term in the movie industry: intimacy coordinator.
We talked about this.
Intimacy
Yeah.
coordinator.
Hey, Ted, if you listen to this show,
Oh.
You brought this up.
yeah,
We talked
if
about
you
it 2 weeks
listen
ago.
to this show, you would know about that.
So are they like consultants? Like, can you remind me what they are?
They
again?
just
Are they
kind of walk you through how to
how to pretend like you're
Make it
pretend
look
to bang
real.
somebody.
yes.
Yeah.
No, I actually listened to a whole podcast about it.
Yeah, this one.
About an
I
intim-
remember you
yeah,
said
I
that.
mean,
I remember
I
you
did.
said that. No, I like the concept, but it's kind of silly. All right, so we'll put it down. You guys had cool teachers in high school, correct?
No,
I had some.
not really.
You had no cool teachers in high school.
I would just say average at best. Actually, I had one teacher who was I didn't like him. He was my chemistry teacher.
No, we're asking about the ones you did like.
Yeah,
I
a
didn't-
cool teacher. You went to Lane. You went to the same school Jackie and I went to.
I never.
There was no cool people.
I never built up a rapport with any of my teachers. Really, like I said, hey, C's get degrees. I just got in, got out. So I wasn't there.
I did. I still hang out with a couple of them.
That's called Mark. That's called grooming.
Swear to God,
That's called
I do.
grooming, Mark.
Bullshit. What teachers do you still hang out with from high school?
Coach Jennings. He lives in the neighborhood.
Do they have soft hands? I don't. Why are you hanging out with him? I don't understand this.
He lived in the neighborhood. And I don't know. I mean, I know him. I've known him since I was in high school. I knew him before I was in high school.
What cool? Oh, okay. What cool things did he do when he was in high school?
Well, he won state football, got a full scholarship to Notre Dame
No,
University.
but for you, what do you? I mean, was he?
Oh, he's just a great guy, man. He was just like, he was very young. He was like, he came right after graduating from Notre Dame. He came back, so he was like a substitute teacher, like teaching, and then he got into police academy, became a police officer, and just recently retired.
Oh, good for
But
him.
no, he was just like, I don't know. He was probably about 24 years old. And it must have been when I was a sophomore in high school. Yeah, he came back when I was a sophomore, and he was kind of like a legend in the school because he won state. He's a star wide receiver on that team.
Yeah, that's cool.
And no, he was just like, you could relate to him. He was a real nice guy. Help you out. Whatever. He was a good guy.
Yeah, close. I mean, honestly, closer to your age, you probably get that. You still get that. I was in school. I was
Yeah.
there. I had your thing. All right, so he kind of let you get away. Did he let you kind of get away with stuff?
Yeah, he had your back for sure. Yeah. No,
Okay,
100%. Yeah.
All right, so he sounds cool, but maybe not as cool as this teacher. There's a teacher in Houston who was really cool. Okay.
Too cool for school.
No, she was very cool for school. So she's a little bit older though.
Uh-oh.
She was in her 40s, and her.
I'm getting a Mrs. Robinson vibe, but go ahead.
No. Her and her 21-year-old son were super cool. They set up this super cool prostitution ring.
Oh God.
Little Heidi Fleiss action going right. So
No, they recruited girls and guys from her classes.
it's a service, providing a
Is that
service.
the name of it? Super cool prostitution ring?
Super cool.
Yeah. And she kind of set him
I
up.
love it.
LLC.
Yeah, she set him up as hookers.
For tax purposes, Ted.
Yeah.
LLC.
So let's see, underage trafficking of minors. Who just got in trouble
Ted,
for that?
why is everything half full?
Where was this?
Yeah, Houston.
Houston.
Where the laws don't apply.
Yeah.
Where prostitution's legal. Oh,
It
okay.
was in an airplane. It was in an airplane.
30,000 feet.
Yeah.
She was
Diplomatic immunity.
So you would get the ticket. You would get a second ticket for someone to sit next to you, and then you could legally, you feel like what does it come with? It comes with a ticket and a blanket,
and a hooker.
I'm getting like a kidnapping vibe. I'm assuming this was successful for about 15 minutes before it all fell apart, right?
You know what? I did not get how long that she was successful at this awesome prostitution ring.
Yeah.
But here's what happened. She obviously got busted, right?
Yeah.
But this is like a side hustle.
Yeah, she was still teaching
because all teachers have side hustles.
All teachers.
Most of it's OnlyFans, which is nothing wrong with that. So.
Oh, I just work at a golf course.
Oh well, well that's like porn for you. It's golf. So.
No, my boss asked me. It was either yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. He goes. What do you think about summer school? I go. I think it's for idiots. Yeah,
I graduated out of summer school, but
so did I.
Okay.
Yeah. But he goes. No. He goes. What do you think about teaching summer school? I go. People who teach summer school.
So you told that story yesterday on the golf course.
Oh yeah, but
and then I had a dream about it last night. I dreamt
about me teaching.
So did you let him know you already have another job?
Oh yeah. And I said absolutely under no circumstances. I said I did it one year, my first year,
right.
And I would rather kill myself.
Yeah, and so I had a dream that you went back, like this summer, you were teaching summer school. I swear to God.
Oh, gosh.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
And actually, you know what? And it's, and I'm not making this up. So
wait, was it like Mark Harmon's summer school? Because
dude, it was like life changing. Yes, it was
the movies.
Yes,
Mark Harmon's summer school.
It was.
The actual movie summer school.
So you listen. So you had said, Ted, he goes, he's telling me and John, he said, so my boss came and he said this, and I told him, is it quadruple pay? And he's like, no. He's like, then no. Because I did it. The first year I was teaching, I did it that first year because I needed the money or I wanted the money and blah, blah, blah. And that was it. I never did it again. 25 years later, that was the only time I did it. So I had this dream that that Matt decided, okay, I'll try it out. And it was life-changing for you.
In a good way?
In a good way. Like it just changed your life. Like you had met, or you made some influence on these students or whatever, and somehow, I mean.
You were able to
after-school special.
You reached one child.
Yeah.
Just reach one.
So, it was something like that. I can't remember
maybe
exact
two.
details,
Maybe two.
but I remember it was like, you were so much, like you're like, I just took a chance and it changed my life.
Mark's brain is so positive.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
My God. Wait a minute. I would show up pretty much hungover or still drunk every day, and I would still have that kind of impact. That's
the students took you under their wings.
Mr. Dale, can we just sober you up, please? Please, sir. Please. Jesus Christ. Watch the movie Burnt. You need to get
You can
sober.
get paid to get sober while you're here. We'll get you sober.
Do you got the farmer's tan because you've been on the golf course all day?
And it was so funny because it was so detailed. I can remember details because it's like, the school year ends say June 1st. And you got like almost 3 weeks off before it starts, and it was like this great. It was like it just went on and on and I remember like the end of it. You're saying it was the best decision I ever made, and I didn't want to do it, and I did it, and it changed my life. And Matt's, the way Matt talks.
Yes.
Oh man, you're not gonna believe what happened. You're not gonna believe who I met.
I just find that so hard to believe because I barely give any effort at all to what I'm doing.
I'm not
to give effort.
It's probably nothing to do with what you did or said. It's like somebody. It has nothing to do with you, believe me. I think it had more to do with the students that you got assigned to. They're the ones that did all the work.
You got some cool dreams. I just dream about winning the lottery and getting some new PXG clubs. That's all I dream about.
PXG clubs? You want PXGs?
Well, not yours. I'm going to get brand new ones.
Mine. Well, mine
Ted,
are the
I
wrong
can't
way.
even. In my lifetime, I couldn't imagine what your dreams are. I would love to be like a dream analogist or whatever it is, and just have you tell me
a beer bong filled with
No,
Crown
you could
Royal.
be. Matt wants to be a dream catcher.
I can't remember. Obviously I can't remember most of my dreams. The only time I think I've had vivid dreams is you wake up and you're really tired and you get to go back to sleep for that 15, 20 minutes. That's when you have those super vivid
Weird
dreams.
ones,
weird dreams a guy in a gorilla suit chasing you through the subway or
we get
something.
some-
I don't know.
And you can't
There we
move.
go.
You're trying to run and you
We
can't.
need to get a dream expert on this. There are people that can.
I would. You know what?
Man, I have. Some,
Do you know a guy?
No, I don't. But I have some wicked dreams sometimes.
Wicked
I have
awesome.
some. I have some. No.
All right, I'm writing it down right now.
Very realistic. Sometimes
Dream
I can
expert,
remember.
and then
I think that would be super cool. Have a dream expert on.
And there are certain dreams that everybody has, like a reoccurring dream.
Oh, they're going to high school without any pants on, forgetting
those kind of things. No,
never been no pants on, but I forget my combination.
Forget your combination.
Yeah. I have one in my wife has
anxiety,
the same one.
right? Those are dreams like anxiety. I
think you're right. Yeah, it's like an anxiety.
I did
thing.
have a dream the other day. I can't remember what it was, but it was something like I couldn't find. I'll just say my phone, but I can't remember what it was. But it was like I just couldn't get this. And that's obviously anxiety related.
Yeah.
So just something that's very simple. Like, but if I could just get this, I couldn't get a ride somewhere. Like, I couldn't find my car key to take my car. That was like really far away. Yeah. So just something.
Or like it's time for finals, and you realize you didn't go to class all semester.
That's what I was going to say.
And you're like, what am I supposed to do now?
No.
AI.
You forgot to drop the class. Like you have that class. My wife and I, we both have this dream. Like it is a thing. Everyone has that, right?
Yeah.
What about the one where you're in high school, you don't know your schedule?
Oh yeah. And I'm like, somebody has to tell me my schedule. I don't know where to go.
I had a dream like I was in college, and then I hadn't shown up for like weeks, and then I just showed up, and I was just walking through the halls. I had no idea what room to go to or what the class was. Yeah, so I actually had a dream like that.
That's basically.
You know what that means? You're going to be on a wildly successful podcast. Wow, several decades after.
Later.
College.
Wow, it's amazing.
Isn't that weird? All right, so just to finish this story, because I thought this is my favorite thing. Houston let everybody know, the Houston School District let everybody know that this was the first and only disciplinary action against this teacher.
Okay. It was a big one.
Despite that, they fired her because recruiting students to be in a prostitution ring is unacceptable. Hold on. This is their press release. This is their press release. Recruiting children to a prostitution ring is not acceptable in the Houston Public School District.
What about
Maybe
the
other public
the Dallas Public School District?
Right.
Encourages all prostitution and hookery.
Don't get me started about El Paso.
Yeah.
El Paso.
So even if you were a student, if you're a teacher of the year, if you recruit a ring of high school students to be hookers in Houston, even if you're teacher of the year.
Yeah.
What color apple is that? It's not a golden apple. It's something else.
Well, isn't that like saying John Wayne Gacy never got in trouble till they found those 28 bodies in his crawl space? But prior to that, he was okay.
Prior to that, he had no offenses.
But that was a big one,
Jackie.
Was a big one.
You wanted me to let Ted drink. This was your idea.
I'm just drawing an analogy.
I just said he was really funny last week.
I'm just giving an analogy.
Funny how? Yeah.
He was actually really funny.
Very,
funny, ha.
But now he's reported that Crown Royal like 5 times.
But very, very trace amounts, though. Very trace amounts.
Yeah. But you don't hear that. You don't hear him like when he's drinking. You don't hear this. Where he's pouring the Crown Royal into his glass. I feel like it's so funny because Mark and I, every time he does that, Mark looks at me and he does one of these. He's like, "Oh man, it's gonna get weird." Yeah, and I'm just like,
I do? No, I don't.
Yes, you do. But everybody can hear that, and I'm just like, how do you not know which days Ted is drinking?
I knew you guys
coffee?
were communicating with your eyes against me.
He can only hear the voices in the head when he starts to drink.
I knew you guys got some secret code thing going on.
Yeah, we're just like doing a little.
Do this.
That
you
is.
got this going on, Mark?
Look at you. Now you're suspicious. You're like you get.
It's called paranoid, Mark.
Yeah.
It's called healthy dose of skepticism. Very healthy dose of skepticism.
Oh man! All right, so you guys have a choice. We can put this thing to bed, or we can talk cruise ships. It's up to you guys. Completely
Viking or Princess?
Just cruise ships, Ted. I don't know, man. I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to the logo on the side of the ship.
I've never been on a cruise ship. Well, some cruise ships are different because some cruise ships.
You've never been on a cruise ship.
Some cruise ships cater to the kids. Some cruise ships cater to older adults.
Yeah, some are adults only.
Some have better food.
Yeah. Mark, have you ever been on a cruise ship?
Once.
Where did you go?
Cuba.
Nice.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
You've been to Cuba?
I'd go to Cuba.
Yeah.
I'd go to Cuba.
I've never been to Cuba.
I'd go there.
You can't. Now you can't because Trump closed it down.
Wait, I thought you could.
That's Guantanamo Bay.
We were the last tourist group into Cuba. Our cruise ship.
God, I feel like
it was
Cuba would be so
2019.
much fun.
Havana looks pretty cool, like old Havana. I think didn't Ernest Hemingway live in Cuba?
Yeah, that's where he went.
Yeah. So
we were in Havana.
Didn't he whack himself in Cuba? Didn't he?
No, I think he just died of alcoholism and old age.
So he did not burnt.
No.
No burnt.
He did not burnt.
We did a Viking cruise ship and to the Mediterranean, and now I don't know how we could ever do something else because it's just so it's small and everybody has a balcony and I don't know.
You didn't like it, or
I loved it.
Oh, you loved it.
I don't know how
Okay.
I could do anything besides a Viking.
Well, this was actually a small cruise ship too, because in Havana, the modern day cruise ships cannot fit through the.
Oh, so it's
into
got to
the
be
bay.
a
It
smaller
has to
one.
be-
yes.
So it's
They are
actually-
some of
That
them are
makes
so
No, this is the
insanely
smallest. This is the smallest cruise ship in the world. Not yours is small, but I'm talking about like there's only this is the smallest cruise ship that would go through the Caribbean.
big. Yeah, yours is small. Mine's small.
Mine's-
Just so you know.
No, but
All right, Mark,
This
yours
like
is smaller.
this is the opposite of everything
So-
a man has ever said to a woman. Yeah. You know what? Mine's way smaller than yours.
All right, let me rephrase it. So like the Carnival, like they have their different level cruise ships. This is the smallest of the fleet, and they don't even make them anymore because the only purpose of this cruise ship is it's just
to go to
the Caribbean, and well, it used to, and then it didn't anymore. But now it could when Obama opened it up for tourism again, and then when we went, it was all over the newspapers when we were going there that the law is going to pass, so you can't go there.
Oh, so that
anymore.
wasn't that long ago.
It was in 2019.
Wow.
So
Oh,
America.
gosh.
So I don't know this. America has a law that you can't go to Cuba.
You can't go to Cuba, right? Not just-
America has a law
yeah,
that you can't go to Cuba.
not for any purpose.
Somebody help me out.
I didn't know
for
that.
tourism,
Actually, I didn't know that.
You can't be a tour. You can't just go to Cuba for tourism if you're a United States
But
citizen.
if you're like what, a gun dealer, you can go.
No, there's a couple of different, like for political. I don't know. There's different, like
Wait, can
you and
be
I
kicked
couldn't.
out of America and you go to Cuba. I thought it was the other way around. You kicked out of Cuba and you come to America.
Well, if you're Canadian or from somewhere else, you can go to Cuba as a tourist. You can go there, but you can't.
so why do we have what? Are there other laws?
It's a
that we
communist
can't-
country, and there's some. I don't remember what it was. I knew it when we looked into it.
Vietnam's a communist country, the north, and I think tourism's still allowed there. So what's the
Yeah, but there
difference?
wasn't the whole missile crisis and
the Cuban
Fidel
Missile?
Castro.
Yeah, that was like
and
1962, the Bay of Pigs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was. I think that
we
was
saw
called
all that
before I was born.
We saw
ago.
all that where where the revolution took place. Revolution Square. There's a big thing of Che up there. Picture him and oh my God, it was Havana was
Che Guevara.
Che Guevara,
unbelievable,
yeah.
man. It was the most incredible day and a half.
I feel like
That's pretty cool that
yeah.
you saw that.
Oh, it was unreal. We had the kids, the boys went
Yeah,
with us.
That's awesome.
It was unbelievable, man.
No, I feel like everywhere we've been south has just been fantastical. Like everywhere.
I agree.
Yeah, and I got friends that one woman I worked with, she went to Dominican Republic every year for 2 weeks during Christmas. Every year, her and her friends, absolutely 2 weeks, and it was just insanity. The stories that they would tell. Oh my God, it was just like a crazy. It's like a crazy, I think it's the same 4 or 5 women that would go. Absolutely insane.
Well, what stays in the Dominican, with
It
Pepe-
didn't. She told us everything.
okay,
She
well.
literally told us everything. Yeah.
Well, not
There-
everything.
No, she listen, we would go out. We go out after work like every other weekend, every other Friday, and so she went during Christmas. Those January,
They were all single girls.
yeah,
Okay.
all the January trips. So it's the January drinkings.
Yeah.
She would. The stories were just incredible. I mean, she just told you every single thing she did, and you're just like, "Wow, that's so cool."
So I guess that was her 2 weeks out of the year to.
Well, so one of the
cut
and
loose.
it was funny, and it wasn't me. It was somebody else. One of the guys goes, "Is there any chance you have video of this?" All right, so I will just give you a quick cruise ship thing. We all know that there won't be cruise ships. I mean, what, a couple more years, and there won't be any more cruise ships.
Actually, they're on the uprise now.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
only if they are fully enclosed in a dome or steel bars.
What?
Yeah.
People jumping off the ships.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is what happened last week. A 20-year-old kid jumped off a cruise ship
In front of his parents.
in front of his parents.
Because he got mad about something, right?
Yep. He got mad about something. He did not fake his own death. Okay. He did not run away from child support. Yeah. He did not celebrate that he was marrying his first cousin.
Did he die?
Probably was illegal there.
Well, they
Well-
never found him.
Oh.
Right. So they never found him. So this is really weird.
It's called the ocean, Mark.
Yeah. So dad is
gone.
freaking out, right? His dad is freaking out, and he's just like his dad tells a story, and then there's the whole other story, right? So his dad says, "We don't understand what happened. My son, 20 years old, was drunk." He goes, "He was on this boat. And he was drunk.
Is it legal to drink on a cruise ship if you're?
Well, technically no, but
Yeah.
the dad said that, and this
It's
is
like
kind of
It's
weird.
a floating frat house.
Yeah. Well, the dad said that no one in his family drinks.
Well, the son does.
So I thought that's the first thing I thought of.
did.
No. He said no one in his family drinks, and I thought that's kind of weird, right? Yeah. You know, your kids are kids. He's obviously a college kid.
Yeah.
You know, he gets free drinks, so it's one of those things, right? It's one of those things where you pretend and you say that. He said, "We are God-fearing."
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm just telling you, man. He said they are God-fearing people, and no one in his family drinks. And he said, you got to read the story, that he believes the bartenders on the ship forced his son to have alcohol or put alcohol in his kids' drinks without them knowing.
Well, obviously, he's setting them up for a lawsuit, like a wrongful death lawsuit.
Right,
It appears,
right.
you know. So
I don't know,
obviously.
man. He seemed very. The
Believable?
story he tells seems like he believed.
Well, he believes it. You know, I mean, trust
he
me.
believed that
yeah.
no one in his family drinks.
There was a case a few years ago. It was a sad case. It was a cruise ship again. A grandfather had the 3-year-old granddaughter.
I know this one.
Yeah, and I think I can't remember the exact sequence of events.
The 3-year-old granddaughter was drinking?
No, she fell out the window.
He put her. He opened the window to like give her a better view, and
Or no, I thought it was that like some of the windows were closed and some of the windows were
Yeah,
open,
but
and
yeah.
he
He
went
didn't
to go
know.
give her
Yeah.
a better view.
He picked her up over like the safety railing to give her a better view, and then the window was open, and he accidentally dropped her, and she obviously
yeah.
What the fuck?
And then the family
Yeah.
sued the cruise line, but they had the video that obviously disputed, that rebutted what they're, you know, they basically said, oh, the cruise ship was negligent for leaving the windows open and the kid like crawled through the window, but actually the grandfather, you know, obviously it was an
Tossed
accident.
the kid out the window?
But yeah, but
He
obviously
didn't toss the
he-
kid.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have even reached the window where she fell had it not been for him putting her there. So it was obviously his, you know, negligence on his part. But he, you know, obviously they tried to blame the cruise ship line because obviously they have millions of dollars. But you know, they had the video that rebutted their allegations. I don't know what became of it, if it settled or not. But yeah, that was
there
a
was
sad
definitely
case.
some follow up to that where like the cruise ship, like they're not allowed to have some windows open and some windows closed. Like they all have to be closed
Yeah,
now or something. Yeah.
Well, like in
It's
Vegas.
a horrible.
Well, like in Vegas, you
story.
can't open the windows like in your hotel room because people.
Right,
A
people
lot
can
of
jump.
suicides. A lot of suicides
Right.
in Vegas. Obviously.
You
so-
lose $1 million, you jump out your window
I'd like to have $1 million. Last thing,
and
actually,
lose it.
If I had $1 million, the last place I'd go is Vegas because I want
Right.
to keep that money
Keep all that.
as long as possible.
Yeah.
So.
That would be the worst place of all time, right?
What?
Okay, so Dad tells a story, but there were people there that saw
Yeah,
what was
of course.
happening, right? There were people that saw what was happening, and so Dad tells a story about his son and whatever happened, and then the people said, "Well, this is what we saw." Dad got super pissed that he had a 20-year-old son and like a 16-year-old son that were drinking, right? And so this is really fucking bizarre. So the kid, he's screaming at his kids, and people are seeing this, and the kid says this. You ready? "I'll fix this right now."
Oh,
And what do you think he did?
he jumped over.
He jumped out the window.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Is that the weirdest
Well,
fucking
not
thing?
out the window, just over the railing.
No, he jumped out a window. There
A
was a
window
window
up.
there. He literally.
Are they on like
dove.
a deck? They're on a deck or something. Like
I
that?
have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
idea.
So problem solved.
Yeah. He showed him.
Yeah, that's it. It's over.
Dude, 11 stories down to the water.
It's one way to win an
Oh,
argument. Ted.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously the dad's, you know, he's a dick, right? I mean, kids drink. I mean, obviously the
boy.
kid wouldn't have jumped had it not been for his, you know, let's assume.
Don't
had
assume.
the dad wasn't hard on his kids.
We have to
Don't
assume
assume.
that.
Yeah.
We have to assume
Because that happened right before he could jump. So the bottom line is this guy's got to, regardless of what happens, this guy's got to live with that for the rest of his life because it happened in real time in front of him. Yeah, he was just being an asshole. He's
No,
one of those.
there's nobody kills. No, there's more.
There's way more
Gotta
than
be
that.
more
Yeah,
to the
sure.
story.
There's way
but-
more
Sure.
than that because
Well, suicide is not something that's necessarily caused by one incident or one person.
Right.
For someone to do something like that, they have an illness that's ongoing.
yeah, probably some maybe
Not-
undiagnosed
Or
mental
on-
condition.
on
yeah.
going
Nobody
abuse.
dies. Nobody dies.
he did live in Florida.
Okay.
I have no idea if that
Yeah.
that helps at all. But no, the thing I was thinking about is and Jackie knows this. When we took the kids to Mexico and whatever country, the kids got to drink.
Yeah.
Whatever they did, right? It didn't matter. We were in a controlled environment. We were right there. I don't see how you get.
But can you reframe that? They weren't kids. They weren't like 6-year-olds.
No,
College.
they
They were
were.
in college.
Wait, whoa. I mean, they were 9. They were at least, no, but yeah, I mean, they were all in high school.
The first time we went, they were 18 and 15, I think. But
Yeah.
The 15-year-olds didn't even really.
Yeah, I mean,
do
we're not
much.
talking about
The
getting
18-years
loaded.
did.
Yeah, we're talking about like a shot
Our
of
older
tequila
ones
just
did.
to see.
Yeah.
Just to see whatever.
But even if they did,
Or
they're
like they
with us.
shared a margarita.
Right. But even if
Like,
they're
one
in a
gigantic
controlled
margarita.
environment, like you said, so even if
Yeah.
the worst case scenario would happen, at least they, maybe they get sick and they throw up and they go to sleep. So at least you
Yeah.
see what
Pretty
the
sure
tolerance
that
is.
happened.
Very controlled environment.
Also, we're completely realistic. Like to say, nobody in our family drinks or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
that's a ridiculous.
Well, he's
thing.
obviously in denial.
Right.
Right.
Obviously, so.
Yeah. But I just thought that whole thing was really
Was
weird.
it a cruise ship on the Nile?
Oh God.
Actually,
Denial.
somebody fell off a cruise ship, I think, about a month ago, too. I mean, I don't know what the circumstances were, so it's actually not uncommon for people to fall off. But here's the thing.
Was it somebody stupid taking a selfie, like standing up on the?
Do you have to change
railings?
all the rules because of just a one-off here and there? Because why
they are.
Why do we have to collectively punish everybody for just a few unfortunate incidents?
So in the last 4 years, just about 400 people have fallen.
And how do you know this?
whatever.
How do you know this?
It was
Did some
It was
research.
what?
It was
what?
It was on the internet.
Googled it.
so you know it's
So
real.
no.
The National
I'm- that's not-
Transportation. I
that's
think
not-
it was.
No, I'm not accusing anything. I'm just
No,
saying.
I think it was the NTSA.
No, Jackie's right.
NTSB?
It's on.
NTSB.
But it's on the
NTSB.
internet. It's on socials. It's all. And we hear about it now. Doesn't mean it wasn't happening in the 60s and 70s.
Sure.
This shit was happening. I guarantee you that the same amount of fucking people were flying over the fucking railings on ships in the 80s, 70s, 90s, but we weren't hearing about it as
What
much.
about the people?
Now we hear about it. Now it's a problem.
What about the people who fall into the Grand Canyon? They fall off the Grand Canyon or some ledge in like Utah. I mean, are we going to put? Are we
What
going to
about
like
'em,
seal?
Ted?
Are we going to seal it off?
Close it off.
Are we going to close it off so people can't enjoy national parks because a few people made?
Ted, here's what I would do.
unfortunate
Fill the
mistakes?
Angel's Landing, I think, is
Fill the
big
whole
one
thing up
in
with
Utah.
Jello,
Oh,
so that in case you fall off, you just float. What?
The answer
you,
is
you can't put a
Jell-O.
trampoline down there because trampolines are more dangerous than anything else.
Just some gelatin.
yeah.
yeah,
Just
but
fill it up with gelatin.
It's usually people taking a selfie. They climb over the guardrail. Actually, this happened at Starved Rock. Starved Rock, I've been to Starved Rock, beautiful area. Somebody climbs into this restricted area they're not supposed to. I think
It's
the
not
person
usually
lived, but
somebody
it was a
taking a
college
selfie.
student, and they fell like 100 feet, and they broke both their legs. They lived, but is that the park's fault or is that their fault because they made bad decisions?
Like there's several people who are proposing, and they're trying to get the picture just right,
Yeah.
and then the
Picture of you proposing?
like somebody's the guy's proposing to the woman, and they're on the mountain.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to get the camera just right, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And then she just falls.
Do you remember remember Atari? Remember the game Pitfall? The guy who'd swing on the rope.
We loved
and
Pitfall.
And then when the guy would fall off the rope, he'd go,
Yes.
ah! I mean, that's
Oh my God!
Do you remember Pitfall?
Atari.
We
Pitfall.
played that a ton.
But when he fell off the rope, he would swing from rope, and he'd go,
Yeah.
ah!
Is that as stupid as the gender reveal parties where somebody dies?
Pitfall's has a lot more
No, where
logical
they start
consideration.
even worse when they start the forest fires. That's worse than one person dying.
It's a forest fire.
So
It kills. How many people died from that forest fire?
Oh, that was pretty.
Yes.
bad.
Yeah.
That was pretty insane.
Yeah.
that was pretty insane.
So this happened a couple of years ago. Some guy was at some. It wasn't. He was at a gender reveal party, and they launched fireworks, and the fireworks malfunctioned, and he died as a result of the fireworks malfunctioning. I'm like, how would you like that in your obituary? Man dies at gender reveal party. I mean, it's not,
Right.
it's not funny,
Terrible.
but
No, it's funny.
What a crappy way to go.
How do you
know,
reveal a non-gender?
Don't even.
How does that happen?
Don't even, because I have too many. I have too many of my friends that send me too much stuff about. Oh, you know what the problem with the world is right now? There's no men and women.
Yeah.
Just people. I'm just like, and that bothers you, how, sir? Sir?
How does this affect you?
Yes. Is everyone in your family a person? And this is my favorite answer. No. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Sorry, it does not make any sense to me. All right, I had to get this. It was just such a weird. The cruise story thing was such a weird thing that this kid would say that and then do that. That I don't know, man. I freaked out a little bit. I did freak out a little bit.
Yeah, obviously it must have been he probably drank just a spur of the moment thing. His dad screaming at him. He's probably just stressed out. Obviously he didn't think it through. I don't think he was trying to commit suicide. I think he was trying to prove a point, not realizing that
11 stories later.
11 stories later, yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe about 6 stories down, he said.
Am I more freaked out that
I
there's
think-
19
no,
states
actually, I think
where you
Ted's
can marry
right.
your cousin?
Perhaps
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
I take that back. It wasn't suicide.
Yeah.
I think you're right. He just was
He
probably
threw-
a
he
little
threw a
fucked
ta- he threw a
up,
tan-
drunk.
he threw a tantrum
Didn't
and
realize that
one-
he could die from that. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, didn't we all at one point
well,
think
he's
we
still
were
not. They
immortal?
didn't find him yet.
Well, they'll never find. I mean,
He could be the new Aquaman.
no. Here's the other. No, here's the other thing they said. So actually, they said this. This is. So
Isn't
this
that
is
how
true.
Aquaman got his start
That's exactly what he did. He got all fucked up.
and jumped off a cruise
No,
ship.
somebody said this. They said he could still be alive because he's a professional like diver,
He's an excellent swimmer.
He's an excellent
I'm
swimmer.
a very
they actually
excellent
said
swimmer.
That. So this is a
Strong
possibility he could be
swimmer.
alive.
I'm a very strong swimmer.
Yes.
No, wait, that was the synchronized swimming
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
for
Yes.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I'm not such a good swimmer. I'm not such a good swimmer.
I
right.
don't swim.
I don't
He's-
swim.
he had the
Yeah,
floaties
yeah,
on.
Yeah.
You're not angry.
I love that
You're
skit.
just saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
there I am. There I am."
That was what's his name? Martin Short.
yeah.
He played the special.
I mean,
Oh my
they can't even
God.
find people in Lady Bird Lake. What makes you
There
think they're
I
going to find
am.
this guy in the
There
ocean?
I
Well, they
am.
found everybody in Lady Bird Lake.
Eventually,
They used all suicides.
yeah. But you think they're going to find this guy in the ocean?
Wait, does that ocean flush into Lady Bird Lake?
Yeah. Is
Holy
there a
shit.
delta in the Lady Bird Lake from the, from the
Jesus
Atlantic or
Christ.
Pacific Ocean?
Maybe that's where all the bodies came from. Maybe they all were suicides. They just swept in from the ocean. Oh, that's so wrong. All right, we got to put this thing to bed. Jackie, last thoughts.
I'm glad I went on such a great cruise as my last one. Since it's going to be in a dome or
Well, yeah, you
Bars.
could try to jump out, and it'd just be like
yeah, ow, like Hunger Games. It's just got like the shield around it where you just like,
Is that what Hunger Games is?
yeah.
I
Yeah, they had the like they didn't realize it until they got there, but like the shield was all around the arena.
what?
Have you
Oh man,
have you not seen Hunger Games?
I haven't.
no.
Wow.
No, I think I saw.
Did you read it?
I think I did not. It was one of those ones I did not read.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the series. It's a great read.
Yeah, I mean, I can. I'm sure I can find it somewhere.
Yeah,
All right,
I've got
I will
it.
check. Is it like a dystopian kind of?
Mm,
Okay.
don't know.
All right. I'll give. You know what? I need something new to read.
Yeah.
The thing I'm reading right now, I don't love it, and I just haven't found anything new to read. So okay, I'll try Hunger Games. Mark, please tell us about the Hunger Games. No, I mean,
Yeah.
last thoughts.
Ted's tip: don't make friends. Don't make it too comfortable for house guests.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh,
I've fallen prey to that.
Don't make it too comfortable.
Oh yeah, you have.
I have.
Yeah,
you know.
have.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not going to get into it, but
Nope.
No, what's the old expression? Like guests can, when they sort of overstay their welcome, it's like fish. They start to smell after about 2 or 3 days. You know, so they're good. They're fresh for a while, but then they start to stink. So,
Yeah, that's how the saying goes.
yeah,
That's-
something like that. Yeah.
You know
I
what?
forgot.
Some of what Ted said is accurate. The rest of it is just
Gibberish.
no. It's just cook your fish and eat it right away, and then don't leave it in your fridge. Yeah, it's
Right.
terrible. All right, Teddy, last
throw your
thoughts.
garbage away.
I'm quitting my job to be intimacy coordinator. Where can I sign up?
Could you see Ted? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. No, do that. Do that. Do that again.
Your
do
mouth,
that again.
your mouth
Wait.
is open. Close it. No tongue.
give
no
me a
tongue.
blanket.
No tongue. Blanket. Yeah. Put the body sleeve on. Yep. Put the body sleeve on. Yep.
What do you mean that makes you feel uncomfortable? Well, if you don't want to pretend, just do it.
You know what? I'm not uncomfortable. I feel great about this. Yeah. Remember? I mean, you guys remember all the stories about Richard Gere used to have sex with his I think it was Richard Gere.
His co-stars.
Yeah, he-
oh no, I thought that was Marlon
Wasn't he
Brando.
a gerbil guy?
Was that Marlon?
Yeah,
I thought that was
gerbil.
Marlon. No, Marlon Brando. That one movie, he actually did have sex with like his 19-year-old co-star. Some Italian. Of course, it was like an Italian film back in the 80s. And I think the woman said she was basically raped. You know.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He had sex with men too.
Yeah. You know what? You know they call that just pre-Harvey Weinstein.
He gone.
He was bisexual.
Who was?
Marlon Brando.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's in his autobiography. It's very interesting. It's crazy.
You read his autobiography.
Yeah, a long time ago. He had sex with somebody who was really famous. Who was
Like
it?
he raped the person? Or?
No,
Oh.
with like a male co-star, a very masculine male co-star.
Jim Neighbors.
No,
Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson, obviously. Charlton Heston. Rock
no,
Hudson.
I'm not joking.
I don't know.
I can't. I
was
don't
it?
know any other.
James Cagney, Humphrey
No.
Bogart.
One of the listeners will let us know.
Yes.
Oh my God.
well, it's a rumor. It's well, they're both passed away since, but
Obviously.
it's been confirmed by like this person. I don't
The
know.
internet?
No, by relatives. Like
this was before the internet when it was just word of mouth.
no, he's a
Emphasis-
very
emphasis on
he's a
mouth.
very interesting
Yeah.
person. Marlon Brando was.
No, I
Beyond-
believe it.
above and beyond like his acting career. He's very, very interesting person.
Yeah, he never remembered his lines. Like he never
He did
read
a
the
lot,
he never
yeah.
read the script.
He was a very.
Remember, he was in Apocalypse Now. He was the sergeant in the outpost, and I guess like he was.
That's
you know,
a
he was
whole.
very-
That's a whole
he was-
nother
he was
book.
love
very-
the smell.
he was
I
very
love the smell of
challenging.
napalm in the morning.
He was very challenging to deal
Smells
with in
like
that movie.
victory.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
That was
so,
That was Bobby.
That was Robert Duvall. Yeah, that was Robert Duvall. Let's see. Next week.
Boo Radley.
Oh yeah. Next week we got a fantastic guest. He's from Chicago Horror Film Festival, and he is going to be on next week, and we're going to be talking horror films. Yeah. So
Very
dude,
cool.
It is going to be super fun.
I love horror films. Trebek. I'll take horror films for 100.
Are you saying horror films? Yeah, so it should be a blast. We've got a bunch of people coming up in the next month or two. Some really cool guests. We're going to have a good time. Jackie, thanks for hanging out with us.
Always fun.
Thank
yeah,
you.
it is always a blast. It's nice to have like a, I don't know, like a intelligent conversation.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, Ted. I thought you, Ted. I honestly thought you went to the bathroom.
I didn't take my headphones off yet. I could hear you still. That's why.
Oh, okay. I literally thought you were laying on the couch with a drink and just waiting for. All right, but you know what? Keep listening. Tell your friends. You know, we're hitting the big time, and we love doing this every week. And we will see everybody next week.